Hey, everybody. Welcome to the chat. If you want to join, please join. Foodie Beauty is live once again. So, this is our third live of the day, and it's only 11 a.m. EDT. Can you believe that? Imagine on which planet or which, you know, Earth we have Foodie Beauty at 11 a.m., having already done three live streams. Can you imagine that? Incredible, isn't it? So third live stream, she is cooking and stuff. You know what? These streams can be good, but I kind of hate them because all she does is lazy content. Not even lazy content, but lazier content because all she's gonna do is waste people's time with her bullshit. So let me put out the invite link. I have Andrea in the back. Hi there, Andrea. How you doing? Welcome. If you want to join right now. Hey, Prana, how you doing? Yes, I am live. I know it's early, but Foodie Beauty was up super early because of the pay situation. So she was freaking out on Wednesday because of the pay and on Thursday because of the pay. She got up super early this morning in anticipation for her to get paid and start her day, and she started super early. Hey, Mrs. Fupa Booty, what's up? Hey, Sunshine Granny. It seems that the time she was getting up is the time that most likely Pete was going to go to bed because he's sleeping just about now. Probably going to wake up maybe 5, 6, 7 p.m. Hey, Wine and Giggles. Hi there. Hey, Trippin. Hey, Fupa. Andrea, are you there? Hey, Bertie. We got Dre the Stallion. What's up, Dre?
Hello.
How you doing?
I'm good. How about you?
I'm all right. Doing okay. You know,
Child.
yeah.
Fact we're on the 3 live streams.
Yeah, third live streams already, and it's only 11 a.m. in the
Mm-hmm.
morning. Can you imagine that?
And she's trying to sit here and tell us that there's not some party favors going on.
Right? Must be some party favors with that mega live stream that Nader did once again. How can you keep up with like
God.
these five? I say five because now we got Foodie, Pete, Nader, Roman, and S Jam. Can you imagine?
There are too many players in this.
Right?
It's a mess. And for the most part, it really does seem like all of her antics these last few days is because Nader is ignoring her. She really thought that her money was going to be the hook. And I mean, and it is. And she apparently she's accepting that. She's accepting the fact that he's only going to communicate with her unless she has money now. But I mean, she was wilding out because he was not responding to her messages. I mean, this is not your man. Who's gonna tell her? Like, she just needs one friend, just one. Like, seriously.
I don't think a friend can help her at this.
Yeah, those friends have been blocked.
Yeah, right. She blocked everybody.
Yeah, they
She,
blocked a long time. So Sunshine Granny says May's case got accepted by the Crown. No date set yet on her community tab. Okay, good to know.
Good. That's very good.
So there might be some shift in this craziness.
Yeah, I will be checking his dossier in the next coming a week or two to see if they've filed anything against them in the next week or two because it's public to check if anybody has any ongoing matters in the court, but they can't tell me exactly what it is.
Good morning,
So just like the
everyone.
last time when I checked that, his name was, Nader Ali Saad El Shami, then, I can check again. Can you look up her case date eventually, Monty? Yes, I will do that. Hey, Ari Pepperoni, what's up?
Hey, did anyone catch, like, I saw it on Twitter, and I'm sorry that I can't credit the proper person because I can't remember who I saw it from. But someone took a screenshot of when Nader was showing the messages, and at the very tail end, you could see where Chantal said, I'm going to be paying those 2 bills for you.
No, I didn't see that.
Yep, it's out there.
There-
So,
I'm not surprised.
I'm not
yep.
either. she really, I mean, she's so desperate at this point. She's so desperate that it doesn't matter what, like so many people have said, it doesn't matter what he does, it doesn't matter what he says. She's so desperate that she's gonna do anything, including keep shilling out money despite all of her theatrics to the contrary. Not surprised.
See, I thought it was shenanigans, but I wasn't sure. Yes, shenanigans always on top of stuff.
Sad.
It is. It's really sad.
Yeah, shenanigans usually has all the things. It's
I love shenanigans. Like her comments are always so good.
Yeah, she's really nice.
Mm-hmm.
So, how much do we think this trip to the garage is going to cost her? Are we looking at a new car arc?
I don't think she'll qualify for a new car.
Because she can just not get an old banger or something.
Don't you have to have credit for a new car?
You don't have to have credit, do you, to buy a car? Do you? You can just
yes,
buy
you
a
do.
car. Do you?
Yeah.
Well,
If you want
buy
finance,
with cash, if you buy with cash, no. Sorry, go ahead.
yeah, if you want financing, you know, if you want good financing, you need good credit. But if you want ridiculous financing, like Chantal has on this Kia, then I guess it doesn't matter what your credit is. So.
Oh really? Oh, so it's either going to be Pete's is going to be getting a new car, or can't imagine his credit's very good, or it'll be the family. It'll be Mama Sorrel maybe will.
If I were her family, I would just let her not have a car because that's how she gets to and from Nader. And I would just be like, oh, well, you don't have a car.
They will let her do that. I am sure they will. They're not going to let her be without a car. They love her. They love her.
Yeah. To answer people's questions, typically you need credit, but not these days. There's lots of people who don't have the best credit. That just means you got to pay more in terms of financing. So there are places in Canada like that.
We'll just buy it cash. She's just been paid.
Well, yeah, but that's already reserved for all the other shit that she's got going on. So this is shenanigans where she says, sorry, let me do this. It says, sorry, just forgot to tell you I'm gonna pay the 2 bills. It's right at the end.
Yep.
So if you read the bottom line here, that's what it says. Sorry.
He tried cutting it off, but we can still see it. He's such an idiot.
Yeah, sorry, forgot to tell you I'm gonna pay the 2 bills. So there you go. It's right there.
And she gets mad, at people for calling her a liar. It's really just ridiculous and pathetic. Pathetic.
That that little line there she put, I know you lost your father. That's like really manipulative, that isn't it?
It was disgusting.
That is very. I mean, a lot of people not even a dad. But just I'm gonna pay for whatever. I know I lost your father. It's a little dig. It's a very insidious manipulation. That
it's a backhanded slap. It's like she's acting as if she's sincere and she has sympathy, but she really doesn't. She's like, ha.
It's like
the hand path strikes again.
It's just, it's like, why even mention shit like that? Like
she had no reason to say anything to him on Father's Day, except for, like, you know, like, hey, how's it going? You know, she could have said that, like,
or like how, or like, hey, are you okay? Or how are you doing?
Yeah, anything.
Like, I mean, nothing. Like, I mean, literally, like nothing. Then like, oh, it's okay or something. Like, I mean, nothing. Then like, just. God, she's just, but then she sits there and she's like, what are you saying? Like, why do people think I'm a terrible person? Then because you are a terrible person.
And she literally said, I was being so kind to him, telling him Happy Father's Day because I know he doesn't have a father, and he ignored me. And she got so mad. And I thought to myself, why are you upset? This is what you're upset about? And you know, when people really I think it was garlic bread. When he really broke it down, I was like, yeah, that was unnecessary. It was really like, I wouldn't have known about I wouldn't have seen the message she was talking about because I can't just watch Chantal. But when they, you know, put it up on the screen, it really highlights how disgusting she is. I'm like, you had no reason to say that to him. She's just literally harassing him at this point.
But remember, guys, she's an empath.
Somebody said empath.
Hampath. She's a hampath.
Yeah, she's a handpath. Yeah, she's not an empath. She's a handpath.
Why is it that every time a troublesome YouTuber gets into crap, the first thing they want to come out with is, "You guys, I'm an empath. I know what the problem is. It's because I'm an empath."
They think it is a unprovable hook to hang their coat on, because you can't prove that I'm not an empath. But actually we can prove that you're not an empath through all your content and just your behavior now, then, and in the future. We know you're
An
not a
em-
empath because of the way you never caught on to Pete's being really, really fucked up.
Mhm.
The way you don't catch on to your cats perhaps wanting something to eat, or perhaps
Right.
being injured. Just everything and everything shows you, me and all of us, I am sure you all agree with me, she is about as much as an empath as I am a monkey's uncle. In fact, I am more of a monkey's uncle than she is an empath. And I really, really hate this empath.
Well, I mean, to be fair though, technically they do say humans are descendants of like was it of monkeys. So you probably are a monkey's uncle.
Well, we're not. Actually, we're not descendants of monkeys. We're descendants of monkeys.
Okay.
Sorry, just to be pedantic there, but yeah. So the empath arc, I hate it. I think we all really hate it. I really, really hope she drops it, because
It
it's
really
just not a thing, is it? It's just not a thing.
natural. It really shows how much of an empath she is when she's sitting there screaming at her subscribers, calling them names and blocking them. That is really an empath thing to do, isn't it?
Oh, we've got a list longer than a roll of wallpaper with all the times she has proven herself to be not an empath. She thinks she's an empath because she has empathetic feelings.
Right.
She read a word and liked the definition and wanted to frame herself as that. She
Just like
literally
how she
tells
read a
she
word.
doesn't care what they think. She
Just
literally
like
You're
how
an
she read a
empath
word.
doesn't mean that just because you have empathetic feelings doesn't mean that you're an empath. It means you're actually a human. That's all it is.
That's all it
Just like how
is.
she read a word and she liked it and she called Nader that i.e. a narcissist.
It's a convenient, shining, brightly glowing, full of stars and magic label to call herself. And as I've said before, and I will say again and again and again, empaths do not announce they are empaths.
No.
Well, not
No.
an impart, not
Well,
an impart.
and do you guys think, I have a question for everybody. Do you guys think and I don't know how bad off her car is. I don't know. I hope that I don't particularly care what happens to her car. I hope that they can make it safe for the road. I'll say that. Safe for the road. So nobody is in danger from her negligence of not maintaining her vehicle. But do you guys think as soon as that car is road ready, do you guys think she's on her way to Montreal? I don't think she's been invited. I think she can send Nader that money if she really wants to give him money. But do you think she's going to go and do the whole, trio shindig this time?
I mean,
Trio shindig?
You know what I mean, Didi and Nader and the old.
No, because the cars broke down. That's what I was
when the car is ready to go, do you think she's on her way?
I'm hoping that the car is never going to be ready to go. That's why I was saying about the new car arc. Just saying.
Baby, I'm just like, look.
Well, I don't know, Andrea. Andrea, I think that she will go if they invite her. And it's
she'll Uber her way over there. She'll Uber it,
Right? Like, she doesn't have to be invited per se. I'm pretty sure she's shown up at least once or twice without being invited.
Here's my prediction on that. I think that if she goes,
that beautiful cat.
If she goes, then it will be an S-Jam kind of trip where she's not invited and she just is in the area to wave.
Yes.
Yeah, she just waves past.
She just wants to wave because all of the things, as well as the exposure yesterday, and I did cover Andrea, that she is despicable for sending him a Father's Day message. A, if he does not have any kids, and B, just to my boss used to call that. I used to have a boss that would bring me into the office and tell me the sweetest things first and then beat the hell out of me and then end it with a sweet note like, oh, but you're still a great employee. So we call that a positive shit sandwich. And that's exactly that's
Yeah.
exactly what that is right there, where she starts off positive and then lays into you with all the bad things ever.
Yeah.
And
It's
so
giving somebody a rose, isn't it? With a
it is.
hidden thorn to prick their finger on.
Yes, it's one of those
Yeah.
I think that's the
black
most
beauty, sleeping
effective
beauty things.
strategy out there, to start positive, then negative, then positive.
But gosh,
I've
she
read
But
that
not
before.
smashed
all.
him with
That's a
that.
low blow.
She
Yeah,
Yeah.
smashed
it
him
is.
with that. You can't.
Yeah,
And depending on
exactly.
how early, I mean, we don't know when his father passed. His father could have passed away like maybe 2-3 months ago,
Yeah,
or
It
we
was
don't
like
years
know.
ago.
maybe
Mm-hmm.
we don't know when his father passed away. But
When he was 14.
either way, that could have been
Oh
a
wow.
traumatic 14-year-old death.
Yeah,
You know,
we
you
don't
can
know the
see your
nature of his
father
Right.
get
passing
blown
at
up by
all.
a landmine or
Exactly.
something.
Yeah.
We have
But
no idea. Yeah.
for you to
This
bring that up is absolutely, ma'am, you are horrible. And then for you to continuously, as you're right, Andrea, garlic bread said it all. As you to continuously, from the time you met this man up until last night, you're still putting his business out there. He has asked you multiple times to stop this. Nobody likes you, Nader. I'm not defending Nader. I
No,
can't.
we're
I
not.
know.
We're not
I
I
defending
know.
can't.
I
matter.
know.
But
No.
as a human, as a person, if I ask you, hey, if we're gonna do anything, let's keep this quiet. Let's be discreet. Let's figure out where we're going before
Like
we just.
most adults. I
And
don't.
then you turn around and the very next day say, "Hey guys, we had a conversation about keeping this relationship private, and I think that me and Dom, quote air quotes, is gonna be a good couple." No, ma'am, no, because you just turned around and went against. So you can't see you can't see the hypocrisy that you display. And as far as being an empath, no, ma'am, you're just a projector. You just project all of your feelings, all of your nastiness that you get,
Mm-hmm.
and you project it back out to other people. You
Yeah.
project all of these feelings that you have inside and you give them to Dee Dee. Dee Dee doesn't deserve it. Dee Dee's her own little criminal. Dee Dee's her own little filth. You don't have to put any extra filth on her, because what you're doing is you're making yourself look bad.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And it's
Because
just
everybody at this point can see through everybody. Like Monty said when he got on, there's a pattern here. We've all
Mhm.
noticed the pattern, and at this
Yeah.
point we're running right along with you on the treadmill. We can You don't have to be here every day to know where we are in this pattern.
Yeah.
Right.
That's
That's
true. Yeah, it is,
it
because
is.
that is just another example again, isn't it? I'm sorry about your father on Father's Day. You just don't do that to somebody that you've been. Oh, you just don't. You just do not
You just
do
don't,
that.
right?
Line
And
is
an
line.
empath would
Unless,
rather
unless,
slit their own throat than do something like that.
unless you're a cold-blooded sociopath or one of those really cold-hearted
Well, I mean,
people where
like,
you know it's gonna hurt that person. Then
well,
you
I
do
mean, it's
stuff
just the
like
fact
that.
that like she doesn't like. It just shows even more that like there are just certain lines you just don't cross with people, and she doesn't understand lines. She doesn't understand boundaries. She doesn't understand and just human decency as a whole.
Dre, you're wrong. She just learned boundaries about 3 days ago, in
Oh
case you
God,
didn't
fuck,
realize
Oh
it.
fuck,
God, we're
This is
gonna
brand
hear
new.
boundaries every two
oh
seconds
fuck
Yeah,
now.
her,
because now
fuck
I
her
know
and her
boundaries.
boundary, fuck her and her made up. Fuck off. But no, but it's
Her
just like
boundaries are made. Oh, they've got
no, her
absolutely no
boundaries are
foundation whatsoever. They're built on sand and slop,
no,
Oh,
and
her
her
boundaries
they
are
will
her
give me
bend
boundaries are built
anyway.
on
no
the
no her
same
boundaries are give
delusions.
me money, give me food, give me unacquired attention,
Attention.
love, and
Thank you, sir. Yes.
that's it. That's her boundaries.
That is it 100%. Give me.
That
And
is her.
then she
If you
turned
ain't
around
give
and said
me,
she learned boundaries, only to say that her boundaries are going to now equate to she's not going to sleep with everybody on the first date, and she's going to be more selective on who she. Ma'am, if you're going to work on yourself, There should be no dating. You should work on yourself. You should get your house clean. You should make sure that Pete's is okay because he is damaged. You have damaged Pete's in so many different ways.
Mm-hmm.
So there's so much you need to fix. And right now, as of last night, I am in a rage. I am in a absolute rage. I called you out last night
Oh,
for
sweetheart.
for a money grab with the sympathy and the tears. You turn around 30 minutes later and get 6 sacks of McDonald's delivered to your house. You eat 3 burgers and you send pizza off with a bag of nuggets. And then you turn around another 30 minutes later and decide that you want to rage and scream out. Ma'am, you're absolute box corner mess. That's what you are.
Ooh, girl, look.
Why
is
does she
that
keep on
boxes-
showing that like it's a badge of honor? Like, hey, look at all my boxes just hanging out back here.
Cause she's
Well,
filthy.
yeah, because it's Friday, isn't it? She said this week she was going to get a bloke in to come and remove every cardboard appliance in her house.
She could have
And
hired
it was
that little
going-
Eli kid that comes around
She's
the
a
house and take them
lying
out.
sack of shit, and she doesn't know her ass from her elbow. She really doesn't. She
It's 'cause her
really
She
head's on
really could
backwards.
incorporate some exercise into this by at least taking out 2 of them a day per day. And eventually Box Mountain will be gone and she gets to walk a little, you know?
Well, here's
Oh,
with
Latina
imagine
Karen,
what
you make too
video
much
she could make?
sense. That's never going to happen. When you
Well,
make
here's
that
the-
much
here's the
common
problem
sense,
with that, though.
it's
There
never
would
going
be
to
more
happen in Foodie's world.
boxes that would come
She
in
could
than
make
boxes leaving.
a brilliant video of her getting the boxes out and her rolling around on the boxes, squashing them. She'd make a lot of money with a video like that.
I cannot with you. Kim.
Monty,
It's too
I
early
mean,
for
it
this
just
on
stands to
Friday.
reason.
Oh
You're-
my
you're
god,
that
yes,
size,
natural.
Oh, I
I'd
could
like
give
watch
that.
it.
like a
I'd watch
wrecking
that.
ball.
I would watch that.
Well, she could do that in the shit-filled floor over there. She don't have to go
Yeah.
outside for that.
She comes in like a
Or
wrecking ball, giving
I'll
it
give that
big
as
Aldi. Oh, it'd be great.
yeah. How about that as Roman's punishment once I
See, she's laughing at that suggestion.
Oh,
once
Monty,
I
so
finish him off on Sunday.
so have you confirmed that?
No, he's been on. I've seen him online. He ain't saying shit. He ain't gonna show up.
So he's just been in S Jam's chat
Yeah,
recently?
calling
Okay,
S-Jam all
so
kind of names.
Do you
He
mind? Do you mind if I catch him in S Jam's chat? Because I'll watch a little bit. But if
Yeah,
you
so
mind,
what did he
if
say?
I call him out and be like, "Hey, we're waiting for that,"
Yeah, what did he say in S-Jam's chat?
he didn't say anything really. He's
Oh,
just
that's
still talking
exquisite.
about X Jam. He's
That
talking.
is exquisite.
How is he going to talk
He's in
about
S.
S
Jam's
Jam?
chat.
Right,
Oh
and he was basically in S Jam's position a couple of months ago.
Maybe it's a competition to see who's the best leftover of Chantal.
Nobody
Maybe he's
wants-
trying
oh.
to be the top dog in that department, and he's pissed that there's a new dog in town trying to be the low tier leftover.
I mean, we seen the best leftovers from Chantal had mold on it and was growing in some kind of turquoise pot. So.
Oh, girl, don't even get me started. That had salmonella up in it. No, not salmonella. Was it penicillin? That's it. They should have penicillin growing up in that shit. God.
I
So
can't
now
believe that S Jam was in. Roman was in S Jam's chat. Oh, that is perfect. That is fucking perfect. That is so
The
The struggle for relevance.
Oh,
Girl,
right.
the struggle. Girl,
So,
look,
okay,
what's
I need-
worse than the struggle? Like, is there something below the struggle? Like, just, oh, God. How can you literally be sitting here in S Jam's chat of all places, Roman? You're literally
and
in
think that
S
he has a
Jam's
good
chat.
valid point.
Valid point of what?
He doesn't.
I
He
know
doesn't
why
have
he
a
was
valid
in
point
S
of-
Jam's chat. He was
making
wanting
himself
S
seem-
Jam to walk around in a silver bikini, holding up, round 1, round 2 from Monty and Roman's
Not a
boxing match the other
bikini.
day.
Not the bikini. Not him rolling around in the bikini.
He could be the. What is that? They always have a sexy woman.
The
who
ring
walks
girl. Was
around.
it the ring girl or something?
Yeah, something like that. That's S Jam
I
for you,
cannot-
Monty.
Y'all quit.
Yeah, like the ring girl or some shit like that.
And you said ring girl, so I see S Jam stumbling around the ring, chasing a little imaginary bottle, trying to hold up a sign.
We're like, yeah,
And
red
talcum
wine,
powder on the
girl.
floor to stop the skidding.
That's
Brilliant. Brilliant.
that's Vagisil.
Yeah. On
Not
flea
Vagisil,
powder.
not
Vagisil and flea
Vagisil.
powder.
Yeah,
No.
yeah. So Chantel is now an unofficial sponsor of Vagisil because she's going to use it every day. Ma'am, I don't think this is healthy to have your cooch rot to use Vagisil every day. I think you might need to
Yes,
see some
throw your
doctors.
pH balance off and kill all of the healthy bacteria that you need. Do that. It'll work wonders for you, Chantal.
Well,
All
she's
that
done that
vaginal flora
already,
and
right?
fauna.
No?
What's so just I can't believe how ignorant she is. Sometimes I think it's an act, but when she literally sat there and said, I don't wash my hands because I don't wipe. Like she said it with such conviction. It was like the only honest thing I ever heard her say.
Yeah, I
So
can
it's
sort of
really
see her
shocking.
logic though, can't you? You can see if I just pee and stand up and shake my lettuce, as we say here in Britain, and then flush the toilet, she's not actually touching her vulva at any point.
She's
So
not. That's very true.
there isn't a pee connection, but
But but,
it's just alien to me. It was
yeah,
just
exactly.
alien.
Exactly. I cannot. Oh, troll detective. Hey, troll detective.
Oh, Troll
Yes.
Detective's here.
Troll Detective did a
Hi.
great video the other day. Well,
Great
earlier,
video.
great video. So I'm loving him.
Troll
But
Detective, you are amazing, by the way. Just got to say it.
Absolutely amazing. I mean, there's so many amazing people in the community, and that's I guess we have Chantal to thank for that because you know,
yeah,
Garlic bread's really good.
she's bringing out the best
Garlic
in
bread's
you
everybody.
know, garlic bread has blown up so much because the way he thoroughly dragged. I mean, he has just has a gift for unedited dragging.
Yes, getting to the
Okay.
point without being mean about it too.
No,
Yes, he is very direct
very
and to the
matter of
point.
fact. But when he got onto her about just the blocking spree and the Father's Day text, I was like, yes, drag her, shame her, all of that. So
Yes.
we have a lot of good people in our community
Look, I'm just mean about it. So
that's
yeah.
okay, Dre. You are your own personality and you're
Look, no,
hilarious.
look, I'm just saying, look, I'm just mean. Look, like I said, garlic bread, he nice about it. Look, I'm mean about it. I'm sorry.
I imagine garlic bread as a stern father figure behind the microphone, just Chantal.
Look,
Let's talk about
look,
this.
I dealt with this. Look, I've dealt with this
Oh, I make
this
sure.
ricotta cheese looking bitch for over 4.5 years. I'm sorry. Nice went out the window years ago.
But
I
she
agree
doesn't
with you, Dre.
deserve it. She doesn't deserve any nice, at all because she's been absolutely horrid to the people that people can't even tell her, Chantal, stop talking about this. They don't even have a right to express any dissenting emotions. They're not even being nasty to her. She's blocking people just for saying, "Hey, why don't you talk about something else? Somebody concerned about her." They get blocked. So she doesn't deserve any nice. I don't think she deserves any nice. That's just my opinion.
You
So,
got
Well,
what you give, right?
I'm just going off of the premise that there are channels like Garlic Bread, Troll Detective, and other channels that have been out here, as Dre said, for 5+ years trying to assist her. And at
mhm.
this point, she has made a mockery of everybody. So then comes in like, I'm not your hug box, Chantel. I
Mm-mm.
promise I'm not your hug. I'm not growing to be your hug box, nor am I going to be anybody's hug box that is on here because these are people that I've already told you have put their lives in the public eye for everyone to view, everyone to criticize. This is what they are bringing to us. And at the point that you have 91,000 people or a million people out here telling you, hey, you might need to check yourself, and you are then blocking and going on this spree, it's not us. It might be you.
Exactly. And I love the petty. Don't get me wrong. Garlic burger is great, but I love the petty. I come for the petty. I'm here for the petty. I'm here for the dragging. And
Oh, I'm
somebody,
a
Unfortunately,
petty bitch. I
I
am
am
a
the petty.
petty bitch.
I am the
so
petty.
I like it all. And really, that's the only reason that I tune into Chantal content anymore. And I'm really happy that DLF is out of jail because now that we, have the Mama Scrunch perspective, DLF is suddenly a little more interesting than he was before. Because I mean, all of his antics, it just seems like he's going back into a circle. But I'm looking forward to whatever content Monty is going to cover besides Chantal. Like, I'm gonna stay in the community. But I mean, Chantal is just in a circle. She's just in a circle. And it seems like Nader is trying to escape hell. He's trying to get out, but he's gonna have to stop taking her money. And I don't know if he's ever gonna do that. But that's,
No.
I mean,
No,
Yeah.
she's giving it
Why
to
should
him.
he?
He's not.
Why should
Yeah,
he?
and that's been my point. Why should he? You
but
keep
it's the
forcing
catch
your money
22.
upon me, I'm gonna keep taking it. And yes, the catch
Right.
22 is you keep making yourself look like this. You keep driving, and there is so much document. If this was going on behind the scenes and nobody knew about it, it's a different story. But because it's all documented, and no matter what she has said about him at this point, she has contradicted 100%
Everything.
of everything she has said so many times. And last night, when he showed that text and that one little bit, now what I do believe is there are probably some texts or some messages or some contacts he erased.
Sure, yeah.
But I'm
Oh,
also
yeah.
going off of that last little one, because I also froze it. And I saw that last little, I'm gonna pay those bills. You look. Gas is high right now.
It's very high.
Okay, it's hot outside.
Hell
And
yeah.
if you offer, you're gonna pay my light bill.
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a
I
damn what
take
the
it.
catch is right now. I'm gonna take it. And if
I
the
understand.
catch
Yeah.
is I gotta block you from calling me or record messages from you harassing, stalking, and coming at me, but I will also have the proof and the evidence that I didn't ask you for anything and that you were paying my bills for a gift without expectation of repayment. See you in court. And that's what they are saying right now. That's exactly what I'm listening to that they are saying right now. And they keep telling her, ma'am, if you keep this up, you're not going to have a channel because we're going to shut you down. We're going to take all your bank account money, from what I can translate from mumble, because I don't understand what blah, 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 blah means, but that's what he says. So he's telling her he's going to take your money. He's going to shut you down. We have evidence, proof. And does Dee Dee have a job? I don't know. But Dee Dee's been more active and more live, and whatever suit they got going on, it's just like she's poking at her to get a response so that she
Right.
can get more stuff. Dee Dee has never done this. So for me, it's like she's trying to get her, she's trying to
Something's
provoke
changed.
reaction.
Yeah.
Can we
We're
talk
really
about
doing-
the Mo Translate situation?
I love Mo Translates.
Oh, Mo
Yeah.
Translates. I love Mo Translates.
That
Thank-
video, if you watched it, if you haven't watched it, go watch it. But honestly, trigger warning, because look, everyone's like, it's a song. It's totally just a song.
Nobody ever has
with
just a song. they're playing.
very obvious body language and pauses to throw in little comments towards, I believe, Mo, because why else would he say, listen to this and translate it? Now, some people say it may be towards Roman. I don't believe that for 1 second, because they're cast members, right? They have a role, each one of them, to play. But it was a very obvious, clear threat.
You mean
In
they're on
my
the payroll,
opinion,
right, Karen?
Exactly. They're on the payroll, so they can't battle each other like that, right?
I think, yeah. Yeah, I think I
But-
saw the oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, that's fine. What I was just going to say is it's obviously, to me, a clear threat towards Mo. And yes, it is very threatening in nature.
Yep.
I-
We also need to talk about what Perfectly Imperfectly brought up about this charity giving arc of Nader.
Oh,
Can
my
Can I
God.
throw rocks?
Sorry.
Is it okay
When
to
you give
still
to
throw rocks at
charity,
him?
you do not announce it. I'm sorry. I don't know whether that's a British thing or
You
not.
know something
it's a
natural.
classy thing. It's just
It's-
On
something
the
you
21st, I'm so sorry, but I have to say this. On the 21st of July, Nader, El Shami, and Didi Poo Poo crap persons, I am going to be posting a video with the clip of last night demanding you show receipts for your alleged donation to a cancer society of sorts, because that is total crap.
Absolutely.
Anyone
Drag
who
them,
has seen
shame
a
them, do
family
it.
member or a friend go through the horrors of cancer, you are crap, sir, and so is that crap of a human being that likes to call herself Dee Dee.
Yeah.
Wait, hold on, wait. So they want to give to
the
a
charity
cancer.
thing. So
they want to give to a
I
cancer
am
society.
totally with you there.
So they want to
Whatever
give to a cancer
charity thing
society.
is going on or whatever, I am sorry. you are. It is wrong, 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 and wrong again. You just don't do it. And you think you're flexing? You think you're flexing? No, you're not. So,
Well,
Nader, fuck right off.
the bottom
Sorry.
line with this is once you pull the April Fool's Day scam,
Yeah.
and once you go back and then you need a lawyer, and then you contradict that with, I had free consultation from the lawyer, he was willing to take my case for the no cost, then there's no way that you can turn around and say that you are collecting money for anything, because everyone will automatically assume that you are scamming, and this is what the results will be. So I don't believe that your cancer fund raising will go
It's a
as
scam.
successful as you think it will. I think some people will give you money because there are some idiots out there, and there are some supporters of the badness. But
Who the hell goes
And
through
he said
Nader
he would
El
match it.
Shami?
Okay,
Yeah,
what,
well,
what
did
does
you get-
matching it mean? So if we say we get, if he
So-
raises $1 million, is he going to give an extra $1 million out of his pocket?
Right. He said he
Girl,
would match
what's
it, and
matching
Didi
it?
was doing the math. Y'all, I'm so sorry, Natural, and I'll shut up in a second.
No, it's fine. Don't worry.
He said they
Go,
were
go.
going through the donations, I guess that they got that evening doing the math, and you could see him worrying, and he was like, "No, I don't have to match that one. That one doesn't count." I'm like, "No,
How do you-
sir.
how do you
said
say it
you
don't
would
count?"
match it. You said you would match it, so you
Oh,
better
that's too
match it, and
big.
you best show the receipts, because I promise you, people will report you for that, because that is a clear
Clear
scam.
It's a
Mm.
It's
scam.
just so I can't. Oh, it just makes because I've been involved a lot in charity myself. Okay,
I just want to know how you gonna match any donations and you out there bumming
He
cigarettes,
is homeless.
stuck in the dang,
Mhm.
you
no,
know what I'm
He's
saying, walking
not
in the rain,
changed.
talking about I am wet.
But
So
but
he's
no, can he
supposed
get
to
in
be
trouble for that
saving up
though?
for a deposit to get his own place. Is he
Mhm.
not, or am I wrong? I don't know
I
about
don't know,
that.
but
Well,
as
I
far as the
got you.
donation thing, though, can he get in trouble for that though?
Of course he can, because
Yeah,
that's
like you can
complete
get into
fraud.
some serious trouble
Okay,
for that stuff. Like if he actually does not match it and do all that, he can actually get in trouble for
oh
that.
yeah, because it's
That
fraud,
shit.
and then
Whether
you will
with
have
his
evidence of
stupid
him taking
ass,
money. Correct.
this
But if he
like
needs a house, I mean, my suggestion, and I'm gonna throw this out here one time. He needs a house, right? He needs a place to stay. Chantel has a box mountain. He can take some of those boxes and build a mansion and stay right next to her. Boom. Problem solved for everybody.
But the whole thing with the charity thing is right. Okay, so let's be real. We give charity when we can, whether. Oh, I don't know how to explain this without coming off as an arse, actually.
Just come
But
off as an ass. Everybody in here is an ass, so we got you.
yeah, but the thing is, right, we all give to charity, don't we, when we can and when we can't? Because the whole thing of charity is you give something that you can afford, and you also give something that you can't afford. And charity, I'm sure a lot of people feel like this, is that you just don't announce it. Because the reason is because it comes off as false. It comes off as self-serving. Oh, this person's a really good person because he's giving to charity. Or he is making waves in the charity world. I'm sorry, you just do not do that. You give to charity or you don't. It's fine. You either give it or you don't. It's fine. There's no judgment whatsoever. You don't announce it on YouTube. You don't start saying, I'm going to match this, I'm going to match that, and then backtrack on it, as Erie says. That is immoral. It shows your character, and it does not do charities any good. Just saying.
It does a great job of exposing you as an absolute self-serving ass, though. I like that. It shows your character 100%.
Yeah,
And
as
100.
good as saying, virtue signal, self-serving. You do not give to charity if it's you get something out of it.
Well,
I'm
once
sorry, you
again,
don't.
I 100% do not believe that you were giving to charity anywhere. I think you were collecting donations is what you were doing. You were not going to match anything because you have not proven that you've done anything positive other than to show us those messages last night. You can't cook. once again, I would. Oh, that's a hard.
Yeah,
That's
he-
a
And
hard one to
here's
okay,
what
take.
I
okay.
want. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, he might have given something to charity. That's none of my business. If your
Gonorrhea.
hand's good, right?
He's
You
giving that
just
out for free, from what I understand. Yeah.
exact. Well, yeah.
You get the
And there's
gono.
plenty of that around. It's money for good causes that we need. And oh God, I am so angry. I can't talk now. Somebody
It's
else
okay.
take over.
It's okay.
I will say this. Here's what I want from you, Nader and Dee. Take notes because I know y'all be lurking and listening. July 21st comes around. And I'm giving you extra time because in Creator Studio, you can see it at least a week or so ahead of time how much you're going to get paid, right? July 21st, I want a screenshot of the Creator Studio amount of money you made on that particular video. And then I want a screenshot of the total money you donated to a legitimate, trackable, traceable charity. No excuses. In Creator Studio, you can see how much you made on that particular video. And I, for one, would like to see those receipts, and you better have them because I know people are going to start reporting you because that is a clear scam at a federal level.
Yep.
Mhm. But question though was it? But if he said, "Oh, I'm going to take the proceeds that I make off of this video to donate them to charity or something like that," can he like not do that? Because isn't that what Amber was trying to do with the whole Norma thing, and everyone had to tell her, you can't do that. Correct me if I'm wrong, Monty.
You're not supposed to do that. Some people
No, you're
were
not.
saying that in Gary's chat as well, that it is
Mhm.
actually illegal to do that on, I guess, online.
Well, no,
You
but
have to.
right, like he can't take the money he makes from the video and basically quote unquote do for charity, or because then that's like trying to tell people to watch the ads so that way he can make money, and that's like because I know
Mm-hmm.
there was like a whole issue there back in the day
Oh,
with
you mean
Amber
with
and
terms of service, Stray?
right, like there was like a whole thing with that
Oh.
because Amber tried to do the same exact thing when Becky's mom was going through the whole cancer thing, and she said, "Hey, oh well, she said watch all the ads, so then that and any money that I make from this video is gonna go to Norma, even though really she could have just given the money to Norma without actually having people to watch the video. But case Sarah, but I don't think he can do that though. Oh, in the first place, like I don't think he can even do that, even though it's a lot, even though it's a difference between like a live versus a video. I don't. Again, I'm just sitting there listening to it, and I'm like, this sounds like the same exact thing. You know what I'm saying? What the hell is he putting
It's
up
just
in
a
there?
whole mess. It is just a whole mess, and everybody in chat and on panel are making real valid points here. It is just horrible. It
Mm-hmm.
really is horrible. And
And 9 times out of 10, he ain't even gonna show nothing that he donates. He's just gonna sit there and say, "Hey guys, I donated some money, and then we're just supposed to take your word at it, sir." I'm sorry, that's not how this world works.
Most people, someone in chat right now just said here that they need to, it's Manic Kayak, says he needs to set up a direct connection to Cancer Needs and bypass his channel. Yes, what you should have probably done is just drop a link and say, hey, anything you're going to donate tonight, donate to this charity, please.
And that would have been 100% acceptable. But right now, what we got is a Ponzi scheme going on, and they keep thinking we're Ponzi's, I guess, stupids. I don't know.
What Money Kayak means is that there's a way that your entire stream will go to the charity, any funds generated either through super chats, super stickers, and
See, that would have
even
been better.
the AdSense.
Mm-hmm.
And
Would have all
it
went
will
to the charity.
exactly, and it will be labeled like charity for whatever charity it is.
Right.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah, exactly. And don't get me wrong, if somebody did that saying like, or Monty or Pulpy or Troll Detective or Hannibal or Eerie or anybody that's got a channel, Dre, you says, right, this dream or this video, everything's going to this charity, whatever, that is completely fine. That is not self-serving in a charity stream. It's nuanced in very it's nuanced in a really bad way and in a very good way. I'm not making much sense now, but things like that is the right way to do it. But the way
Right.
he did
Right.
it was totally wrong, and it's very, very, very jarring for
Okay,
anybody.
okay. Let me be the voice of reason here for just 1 second.
Okay, go ahead.
And we're saying that, and once again, not an Al Shami fan, but we're also talking about an individual who barely knows how to work the iPhone, just learned how to work the iPad, has not set up his own stream, does not do his own editing, has zero idea of how anything electronical works, and has a very limited grasp on the English language. So I'm saying all of that just to say that all of these great ideas that we're having because we have put some actual thought into it, he may not have had that much thought put into it. So he's going to try to come off as I need to change my image from what has already been projected out there. Not to mention that we've already formulated an opinion about him, which is not going to change no matter what anybody says. But then it's going to be upon his actions to change that. So he's going to come out and say that he needs a charity stream. He wants to do that. And before he does that, I would say that my first thought would be to ask the community what's the best way to go about that so that I could possibly get these suggestions.
Mm-hmm.
But he just
Absolutely.
said that this is what I'm going to do. I will match every dollar. And then he didn't really think that through, because if he's fumbling through 86 cents for a pack of cigarettes or for a short, then I don't know how he's going to match hundreds of dollars in donations if he can't get his own ride back to wherever he needs to be. So he didn't think this all the way through was the final point. And so he ended up with what we got. So I'm going to give him the classic benefit of the doubt. And I'm going to say that he's just not technically savvy enough to make all of these suggestions come to
I'm just
fruition.
gonna say he's stupid.
Well,
Well,
he's definitely stupid.
and not for nothing, but Dee Dee almost lost her job if she didn't. Now she's involved. She got herself involved in this. She was on that stream and she's
Mm-hmm.
calculating. So guess what, Dee Dee? You don't donate that money, we're all reporting you to your job, because that is, I'm with
Mm-hmm.
you guys, that is the most disgusting thing I've ever seen in my life. And look, Nader's the one back on April Fools who taught us the lesson that don't believe everything you hear on the internet. So I don't believe you, Nader. And I think most of us don't believe you. And Erie, thank you for getting on top of that and making that video, because we need to go after him for this. This is so wrong.
It's already in the studio, set to go up on July 21st.
You're the best. You're the best, because that's so disgusting. It really is.
So what do we think's prompted this?
Because he has no money. He didn't
I
get
think
paid.
Nader. Sorry, go ahead.
I think it's because he didn't get paid. He had no money, and they're freaking out. And he doesn't have Chantal.
Yeah.
And I think that because we saw Chantal freaking out yesterday, you know, when you're living like these people, when you're addicts and you need that fix and you need that money, you get desperate and you do stupid things. You don't even think about it. So his goal was to make money as quickly as he could, because he's not thinking right, you know?
If you watch the video when that whole thing came up, so Dee Dee announces that her mother unfortunately has uterine cancer, which, you know, I'm sorry, I empathize with that. I lost my grandmother to ovarian cancer in 2012. I get it. Not going to hit on that. She says that, and all of a sudden, if you zoom into this dude's face, you know, expressions can tell you what a person's really thinking and feeling. And it's almost like a light hit him, and he was like, perfect opportunity. Yeah.
So I can now
you know
donate to a
what?
cancer organization. Is that what I just heard? Oh my God. Oh God. I feel so ill right now. This
Can I
is
just
so
say,
disgusting.
No, can I just say that pisses me off? Like, as somebody who lost somebody, body due to that specific fake cancer. I'm sorry, that pisses me off. Like, really
You're
pisses
not the
me
only
off.
one, Dre. My
Off.
grandmother,
Like,
my
the
aunt,
fuck?
my dad.
Fuck.
I've had
Like,
3
that's
losses to
gross.
cancer, so
That
I
is
feel you.
so gross. Like, oh, I want to get to a cancer fund. Fuck you. Like,
I'm
I'm
gonna be
sorry. That,
honest.
ugh.
Dre knows this. Dre knows this because he's been with me since the diagnoses. My father is currently terminal with prostate cancer.
Love
Okay,
you.
I'm sorry to hear that.
and
Prayers for you.
he recently suffered a massive stroke. Believe it was 2.5 months ago. I am pissed. And I am white pissed. Have you ever heard of that? There's red, hot, angry, and then there's white, hot, angry. White, hot, angry is when you're
White
so
hot,
pissed
yes.
you can't even talk. You don't even want to rage. You don't want to scream. You're just at this point you're a tactical fucking bitch. July 21st, Nader. July 21st. And I am not fucking playing games with you, boy.
Look, I'll do a video too because I'm gonna be like, okay, what you gonna look? Look, I don't play when it comes to cancer. I'm sorry, I do not play when it comes to that shit. And yeah. You don't do if you don't basically sit there and basically follow through, sis. Yeah, we gonna have issues. We gonna have problems now. Nader. Yeah.
Well, the problem is that people like us on panel, we can't even fathom doing that. And this is how grifters like Nader get away with this because nobody can possibly think somebody would be this evil. And they are this evil. That's the thing. And Nader has already proven to us that he's a grifter, that he's a taker, that, he just has, there's no end to him. And Dee Dee, unfortunately, has now proven she's okay with that. And, so those of you thinking, oh, I don't know if he would do that. Yeah, I would. Yeah, he would. And don't because you're a good person doesn't mean everybody else is a good person.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's just shocking. It's just everything about it is bad. Everything about it is bad. So, Nada, if you're going to give to charity, just don't tell anybody. Just do it.
Well, that
You
don't
don't
make
have
me
to
feel
tell
bad about
people.
any video I've made thus far because I had some kind of ill feelings. Like maybe I'm being a little too mean. Now I think I'll go a little bit
Oh,
harder.
girl, no, please.
You don't think
Here's
so?
how.
Sorry for
No,
nothing.
let it go. Let it out. It needs to be said. It needs to be said. It needs to
But
be said, Hannibal.
I don't know if I'm constructive. I don't want everybody to think that I'm bashing or I'm beating down, but it just comes out in my mind. I'm lost in my own creativity, I guess.
No, it's not. Hannibal. It's because you're a
These guys
human
are
being.
pissing
You're a
me off
human
so
being
bad.
with feelings. Yeah, and it really it will piss a lot of people off. It will.
Okay,
People
so
will
then
go.
why? Let me re-ask the same question that I've already answered on my own. I guess what I'm gonna call rationale. What? Who are these VIBs? How are they supporting this? What are they not looking at? Are they actually wanting to see this down the destruction, or are they seriously like this so-called hug box?
Well, Chantal's hug box is full of people just like Chantal. Sorry to say, but they are, who see something in her that chimes with their inner core and they think, oh, yeah, I really like her. We love you, baby. You look so pretty today, and all that hogwash. And then the rest of them are trolls who I kind of stan, who just try and prick her pomposity at every given moment. The people in Nader's chat, I don't know about them. They come across as very strange, and we have had them in here trying to cause a lot of problems too. So I don't know, Hannibal. You know what? I can't answer your question. Sorry.
It's okay because I 100% I see it like you do, but I can't make any sense out of it. I don't, and I do see that there are some maybe 3 or 4 like her, but the rest of them, they all risk getting blocked every month for the same thing, and then they all know that they're going to get unblocked at the end of the month. So it doesn't matter when the money's due, everybody's unblocked. When I
They
don't
think
need
they're
money, everybody's
embryonic
blocked.
edgelords, don't they? Who try and come out with so like fantastic roasts and really to bring her down, or say something in her chat as a member that would really rock her world and make her stop in her place and think, oh my God, and have a moment of realization.
Right.
That's never going to happen. So they're just doing it for the
No, life is going to have to do that for her.
laugh.
And that's why I'm like, there's so many channels out there. There's no need for me to try to give you any positivity. I can tell you my opinions and what you need to do, but there's no need to give you any positivity because you have not warranted any positivity. And
The
all I
last
can
thing
do
she
is
needs,
mash my
Hannibal, is
world.
more ass pats. She doesn't need any more ass pats. She needs reality smack
Now,
dab
when
in
you
her
say
face.
ass pats, do you really mean fupa pats? Because her body's on backwards.
Yeah.
Girl, the last thing,
Yeah.
the last thing she needs is any form of sympathy in any shape, way, or form, or anything. Because God only knows she won't show it to anybody else. That's why I'm just like, fuck this bitch. Look, if you gotta say something, say it about her. Fuck her.
Well, the reality is about to smash her right now with going back to financial companies. Pete's is on his peak of destruction right now. Your car is going, and your car, I'm sorry, the car and lack of maintenance that you have done to your car, ma'am, you're looking at anywhere between $800 to $1,200 in repairs just for what you have done. That's an oil change. It's probably a
Love
tune
it.
up. That's probably whatever
Mm-hmm.
damage you've done from hitting the curbs. And then you're talking about your alternator. Well, the alternator could be so many different things. It could be so many, and depending on, you got a
Alternator.
2016 Kia, is that right? Because if I'm not mistaken, a 2016 Kia has a sideway engine. I mean, they're either going to have to pull the tire off. The labor is going to cost just as much as the parts if they have them. And a 2016
I
alternator is going to run you around $100, $200. So that's another $400 in labor for dropping your engine to put that thing in. You're
I
going to come
Is
guarantee
out
she
of
going
this
to
you
really
scrap it,
broke.
or is she going to
that
get a new one,
axle,
Hannibal?
She's not
Or
going to
that
be able to get a new one. Nobody's going to, because I mean, it doesn't matter what your credit is. Somebody's going to finance you, and in
a
finance,
new car for her? I'm thinking she might just get an old banger that she gets off
Craigslist or something like that,
trade. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
so she
that's
could
the
pay
word I was
cash for
thinking.
it, and then
Yeah,
not
yeah.
have. I could see
She's
that
just been
too.
paid. She's just been paid. It is the timeless dilemma. Do you pay for repairs on your car, or just scrap it and get another one?
Yeah.
She's
Oh
just
my
been
God,
paid, but
son.
she owes so much, and she's already stated that this check is already pretty much gone.
Yeah, she has.
So I
look,
mean,
Has
there's
she?
nothing that's gonna. Yes,
Yeah, she did.
that's
yes, that was
crazy.
before she
Yeah,
got
because
paid,
you owe
like 3 days
money.
ago.
Oh, she
Hannibal, can I
owes.
add to your assessment of the vehicle and say that I am willing to put money on the fact that that left axle in the front
It's
is
broke.
all sorts of busted from carrying the unusual amount of weight it has to carry?
Oh, not to
Oh,
mention
the
a
shade!
complete
Oh,
alignment.
the shade,
I would.
Terry!
I would absolutely agree with that. And so that's an extra 300 right there because I mean, I'm telling you, they're going to smash you everywhere. And it's not necessarily in the parts, it's going to be in the labor that it's going to take to do this amount of work. I usually and ultimately take my cars to the dealership because I like them just the way I bought them, factory, custom, and everything. But it costs a lot of money to get these things fixed, especially if you're not doing regular maintenance on your vehicle. And she's been driving, who knows? Who knows? Let's just start with who knows how long she's been driving without an oil change. And let's take it from there.
Probably for since forever because look, I'm with you, Hannibal. I take care of my car like it's a baby because look, I can't afford to be getting a car every year or two.
I
So
cannot.
it
Right.
gets regular maintenance. If anything, even if I even feel that something sounds different, off to the shop we go.
Yes, I'm
That's
talking
just
about
how
for
I
tires.
operate.
If I feel like, oh, there's a wobble in my steering, we got to go get an alignment, because
Exactly.
those tires will last you an extra 2 years if you keep your
Mhm.
alignment straight. Versus, and I'm sure she hadn't had an alignment with the amount of curbs that she hits, and the,
Hell no.
like you said, the excessive amount of weight that's put on the left side, the driver's side of the car, that's not quite equally balanced out. Because I'm sure pizza's like in a seesaw sometimes. You know what? I'm a hush.
It's astounding to me because like I look at Foodie, she's single, she's by herself, and I look at my husband and I, who probably make maybe a little bit more than her, and my husband, he's got 2 kids he pays child support for. I have 2 kids that we're raising, so we have 3 cars, we have all these kids, food, activities, groceries. We're managing to do it without getting paid. Like, what is she spending her? It's got
What
to
is
be,
she spending her money
yeah.
on? I'm a
Because look at
single
Right.
father. I have a
her household.
20-year-old child that's in college, and so I take care of all of that. I don't have a
Yeah.
payday loan, but what in the hell
What
is
is she
she
spending?
doing with all this money? If I had one of her
Right.
checks, that would absolutely set me up for the rest of the year. I wouldn't have to do anything other than just go to work every
I
day.
think the payday loans or whatever loan type of sharkery she's going for now, I don't. This isn't recent activity. I think this has been happening for a good few months, and now she's paying catch up. So whenever she's getting paid, she's a chunk of her money is going because payday
Mm,
low shocks, whatever. The price of interest is astronomical, is it not?
it is. It is.
Yeah.
But how long do you think that this has been? I mean, how long will they allow it to go on for so long? And that would
Well, the
absolutely
finance
coincide
companies,
with the
the finance
phone calls from
companies
Pete.
will, yeah, the finance companies will let her go on until she's flipping selling her teeth for money. You know what I mean?
They're not
They've
gonna
got.
give you much for them baby teeth. How much you think she got? Like $5? How much the tooth fairy gonna give her for them?
Mm.
I don't know.
I'm
I,
sorry,
d-
can I say something? Because someone just said, can you imagine the lean on the car as she drives? I'm pretty sure that it looks like when Chantal's driving, she's got hydraulics in the car, but it's really just Chantal.
And when you said when you said lean on the car, I was absolutely still in the finances. And so, as Monty said, if you take out a financial loan,
I was thinking about the cough
then
syrup.
you go. Oh God, not the spin on the scissor. But if you're taking out these financial loans and she's using her collateral, if her car is collateral, then that goes back to, will she get another car? No, she's unable to get another car. She has a lien against her car from the finance company who's loaned her money. She has to pay that off before she can sell a car. She no longer legally owns the title to her car. And
Oh,
if she's making
oh,
payments on that, that's just extra money going towards that car.
she's got finance loans because she showed them her monthly income from months ago. You know when it's
Then she's
pretty
unable
high.
to sell her car at this current moment unless she's going to take a big loss and paying them off first, and then her car off second, and then paying the money for a new car. She's going to come out at a bigger loss if she decides to try to sell her car right
Mm.
now. So the only option she has is fix it or get Tom and Jerry to move, and so she can. I mean, that, ain't nothing wrong with walking everywhere. You probably need a little walk every once and again,
You've
little
got
Miss
to
Frontier.
factor in Mama Serault though, because Mama Serault, or Mama Landry, as she's really called,
Is she gonna come
is
through like Batman or
she's going to
something?
come through. She's called through. Yep. Oh, yeah, of course, because they will not want to see the prodigal daughter without a car, because prodigal daughter will do a massive tantrum and become, so they're going, it's called, what's the damage limitation? Just give her the money for a fucking car, and we won't have to see her for a few months.
And then again, I mean, because that's basically like paying you to stay away from me.
Mm.
And she's got her makeup all done. Look at her little eyelashes and such.
Looking
Is there
like
any
Snuffleupagus and
glitter on
shit.
there?
Yeah, she
Well,
looks.
there
Yeah.
isn't. It's a matte look. There's no glitter. She's not on for the promise. Oh dear.
Those
The green.
eyelashes are the most effort Chantal puts into anything.
I do like those eyelashes. I've got to admit, I'm going to give her
No,
a.
they're pretty. No, they're pretty lashes. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, they are
They
pretty
are, but it's
lashes.
the most effort she puts into anything. Because if you think
Yeah.
about it, that's probably the most she ever dedicates to anything. Got to put
Well,
the
I'm sure she
eyelashes.
appreciates those compliments, guys, but
Well,
I
let's
just need to
face it,
know why.
She's trying to polish a turd right now.
What?
I
Oh,
don't
Right.
know. Sometimes you need the dramatic eyelash. It works in her favor when she's fake crying and trying
I
to,
mean, fuck me.
well, when
Because
you give
God
me the
knows that
dramatic
eyeshadow
pretend
eyelash, I
it's
get like the
fresh
God,
and
look,
surprised
eyeshadow
gopher look,
doing nothing
basically.
for
Like
her. Look,
it's different. I guess we
look,
all
I'm
see
sorry,
things
but that
differently.
is it just me or like is that eyeshadow not doing nothing for her at all?
It's not.
Okay, I'm glad you said that because I freaking
Yeah,
hate that eyeshadow on her.
yeah, it's not good. Dre, you are 100% right. That is not the best eye look. It's certainly not Jeffree
Luke.
Star.
Okay.
An
Second of
eye
all, she
look,
has hooded. Second of all,
but
she
the
has hooded.
eyelashes are good. But
First of all, she has hooded eyes, so you can barely see the eye makeup at all. She needs to basically actually go above her eyelid, or where her eye crease is, if she wants to actually, if she wants anyone to actually see the eye look. But
Right.
I'm not. But like I said,
exactly, yeah.
I'm not here to basically polish turds. You know what I'm saying? I'm not in that business.
She
But
should have done a
terrible.
cut crease on
Turd
the corner,
polishing
a
is
cut
very
crease
difficult.
with that color, and then smoke it out towards the end.
Well,
Now,
Dre and Latina
It's
Kid,
low effort, isn't it, Erie?
I love that name. I'm just gonna go with. I don't know anything about makeup, but I'm just gonna go with. She might have like 4 or 5 eyelids, and she has to paint them all to make sure she gets them right. So that
not 4 or 5 eyelids.
she got 6 stomachs, so why not 4 or 5 eyelids?
No,
I mean,
this girl, she has got pretty good eyes. Really. And when she does her eye makeup good, it looks snatched AF.
Now
It
I
really
will
does.
give her credit. She does look.
Yeah.
She is very pretty when she does her makeup very well,
I
and
wouldn't
she
say that.
she's a
I
pretty
wouldn't say
woman.
that.
She's a pretty woman. She just has an ugly attitude. There's nothing. I mean, and an ugly body. Okay, ugly attitude and an ugly body.
I
Look,
think she
I'm not
does
gonna
very
be
good eye
answer.
makeup.
I'm gonna be that bitch. I'm just gonna say it. Everyone, this is petty me coming out now. Just excuse me.
I love pretty earring.
Chantal is just your basic issue, standard basic bitch. Okay.
Yeah. Sorry.
Standard bitch issued out.
The
Ain't
power of
nothing
makeup.
special about her.
she's standard
power of
She's a
makeup.
very standard Peg type of bitch. Like, I'm sorry. Like, she's nothing special. She's nothing great. I mean, hell, you could, like, she's one of those fat girl. I mean, hell, let me be real, and I'm just gonna be honest. If you put makeup on anybody, they're gonna look better than what they did before. Because again, that's the job of
yeah.
makeup, to make them look.
I beg to differ because I seen that movie To Wan Fu with Love with
Okay, you
Vin
know
I
what?
Rhames.
love that movie.
First of
Yeah,
all,
Vin
bro, we're
Rhames
not
didn't look
talking about
hot with makeup
Maxine
on.
Jackson, okay? Look. Look, baby, look. Now, besides Maxima Jackson, said, okay.
Oh, Leguizamo fucking looked amazing.
Oh, yeah, no. John Leguizamo looked amazing, but I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Wesley
Vin.
Snipes
Yeah.
does not look good
No.
as a drag queen.
Mm-mm.
I'm
When it comes
sorry.
to the history of
Questions going
foodie
on.
makeup and cosmetics and looks, this is not it. I've seen her
It
look
is not
a lot
it,
better.
no.
No,
Look,
yeah, you're totally right
look,
about that.
I've seen, look, like I said, look, baby, look. Like I said, this is just, I wouldn't even
It's
say
low effort, Dre. It's low
yeah,
effort.
low effort, low everything, low budget, low hanging fupa, just low everything, low budget.
Yeah.
You punched me right when I was about to say something with the low hanging fruit.
Look, like I said, low, like I said,
I know what you were thinking. I know what you were thinking. You don't need to say it.
low hanging titties.
Oh dear.
Well, you
No,
gonna say,
I mean she's average at best. You put makeup on her. It's okay, but look at that.
Oh my gosh! I just see the Hulk right there, just bursting.
We can't even
what is
button our
that?
jeans. We can't
What is
even
that?
button our jeans,
What
y'all.
is this angle? Oh my God, I'm being
Chantal,
assaulted.
wear
Stop
dresses, honey. Wear dresses.
Stop it.
Stop it.
Stop
Stop
showing us
it.
this. What am I looking at?
You're just giving me footage for later on tonight. That's all. You're giving me
That's
things.
right.
This looks disgusting.
Why the uncomfortable crotch angle, dude? Like,
Okay, it's
enough
not
we
just
have
me,
to see
right?
your face.
I had to.
That looks painful. That looks painful and uncomfortable.
Her crotch or her jeans? Which one?
Say the
The
jeans
whole thing.
look.
Let's take it as a whole thing and consider
sorry
it
for
as painful.
I feel sorry for the jeans.
She makes me want to nap. Like I got the itis from just looking at her.
Oh
I'm
my
sure she hadn't.
God!
Oh jeez!
Chantal. Oh, Chantal!
Oh, for
You gotta
fuck's
have
What the
3
hell?
big buckles on that damn britches.
Oh
Can
God
she not even
damn.
buckle? Can she not even button her pants?
No.
Chantal, sweetheart, just stick to dresses, pretty dresses, leggings, and tights.
Ma'am, if
I'm
you just
sorry,
put a curtain on, you
jeans
would be
are
better off than these
not
jeans.
your thing.
I agree with Buddha. I can't see the beauty on someone who not only who doesn't take pride in themselves, but is very ugly to the core. I have a hard time. I'm just one of those people that
Yeah,
you could be
absolutely.
a
Absolutely.
supermodel, but
Well,
if
keep
I
in
see
mind,
you
I've been
being a
watching
nasty
Chantel.
person, you're the ugliest person to me.
I've been
Sorry,
watching
go ahead.
Chantel since BB era, so she was pretty at one time, maybe.
Nah.
Sorta,
She
maybe.
made
She was
herself.
average.
She made
was
herself
fair to middling.
happy pretty.
I'm trying to help you out here, Foodie. I'm trying to give you some compliments,
No,
but
Hannibal,
I'm getting
stop
shot
trying
down.
to give her a damn thing.
Oh
Stop
God,
it.
this is like
Stop
flying
trying to
through a
give
war
her.
zone.
Hannibal,
Gentleman
Hannibal, sir,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
done
look at
told
the
you
bottom of her
already.
foot. I'm sorry.
I've done told you, and I'm going to tell you again, Hannibal.
Yes,
You
ma'am.
are in danger. You
Oh.
are a successful black man like Monty. You are her prey.
She
Do
can't
not
get to me.
proceed. Do not pass. Do not
He
collect. 'cause
doesn't
then there's
live in Canada
She can't get to me.
though.
She's gonna
Come
have to
on.
cross the border, and then she's gonna have to cross
And
that
she
Mason
will.
Dixon, and then
She will.
She's absolutely. By the time she gets to me, she'll be like 163 pounds with all this heat we got going outside. She's not gonna get to me no time soon.
First of all, he lives in America. She
She
ain't
will
gonna
be a
want
grease
him.
stain.
Well, first of all, she ain't gonna want him. He lives in America. She's so anti-American. Can anything? Well, I mean, well,
I can
anyway.
imagine her
Monty
leaving a grease
and
stain like a slug as
Hannibal.
she walks through the South and melts.
Hold on, wait. Are there
Stop it.
3
Stop
holes
it,
over there?
Chantal.
Wait,
Stop
On
it.
what?
on those jeans? Are those 3 holes?
Yeah, you got 3 holes for 3 buckles. I mean, 3 buttons, I guess. 3.
holes?
Left, right, and
I've
centre.
never heard of that.
Well,
It's just different styles of jeans, Drake. Women have many, many different styles of jeans. But this girl should avoid jeans like the plague. I mean, I am somebody who was extremely skinny all my life, and now as I've come into my dotage, I've gone up a few knicker sizes. I don't wear jeans anymore because it's not flattering, and dresses. She looks so much better in a dress. It's more comfortable because I don't care what you say, Foodie. You are not comfortable. Look at her. Does that look like a comfortable person to you?
Ew, no.
100% not. 100% not.
No, long and flowy. She needs to do like emperor waist and flowy because
Maxi
until
dresses.
no maxis, nothing tight.
No,
to the
no, no,
skin,
not a
please.
maxi. No, a nice
Oh.
little tunic with leggings are perfect for
Why
her.
is she showing her stomach?
I'm willing to just go out and say, put Chantel in a jumper ASAP right now.
No, you know what?
Yes.
Better yet, a
No.
moo-moo. How about a moo-moo?
I was just gonna say that, Drake. Muumuus
A moo-moo.
are very much in fashion. They make some really pretty ones now. Chantal, the position you have put yourself in life currently, and I say you have put yourself because you could have stopped yourself at any given time. You chose to proceed. So now we're here, and you are literally in the moo phase of your life.
Can
So
I get
live
a
it and
Kill Bill
enjoy
suit?
it.
Can I get her?
I'm
in my
sure
suit?
no.
me and Drake, not me and Drake, me and Erie, a Latina girl. I think if we could get Foodie in a room and dress her properly, we could make her look amazing.
Well, yeah, gonna do like that
I
Beauty and the
accept the
Beast kind of
challenge.
thing, where you and Teacup and the Light are gonna go and dress her up real pretty and stuff.
Can I
Honestly, we
wear
could
a gas
transform
mask
her.
while doing this?
Yeah, I was gonna ask, what kind of hazmat suit, or how are you gonna approach this thing
It
here?
will be a full-on hazmat suit like they use in the labs when they're dealing with highly infectious diseases.
Well, then, what's
I'd have a cattle prod,
my
just in case
question
you came
is,
too near.
what's gonna happen when the alien on the back of her neck spits goo at you? What's gonna happen then?
The mask will protect me because I'll have the
Yeah.
mask on.
Yeah,
And
I
then
will just get behind me, Satan, and call on Archangel Michael and baby Jesus.
Not Satan, get thee
Get
behind
behind
me.
me, Satan.
Yeah, and we can go into the decontamination room and get cleaned, because it'll probably have to be done in a lab, to be quite
why does
honest
she
with
keep
you.
showing me
We'll have a
this?
Silkwood shower.
She is
Listen,
absolutely
but quick
inviting me
question
to
though,
say
can
some
y'all
bad
please
things
scrub?
to her.
Can y'all scrub? Give her just her body one good scrub before
We
you.
will give her a bath like they do in prison with one of those brushes. Y'all saw Shawshank, right? We'll do that.
Have
But
you ever
she's gonna
seen
need a
have you
good
ever
old
seen Meryl
scrubbing.
Streep in the film Silkwood, where she gets contaminated with radiation and they shower her with brushes and everything like that?
Yes, the Silkwood scrub would be the one.
The Silkwood scrub is what
Yes.
she needs. I
Yes,
mean,
because we need to have some distance here. We don't want anything getting off on us.
I was gardening the other day in my garden. I was just pruning roses and I got so filthy. I felt like I needed a Silkwood shower. So she needs one. She needs one big time. But
I
yeah, I
know.
think me and Erie could really dress her
Yeah,
really,
we
really
can
well.
give her
We've got
some
the Brit and the
tips.
American ideal going on here. It would be a
Yeah.
beautiful mashup.
I told you
she would
guys
look
she's
great.
I told you yesterday that she is allergic to water and that she is a descendant of Pigpen. Therefore, she will never ever take another bath.
How does she know she's allergic to water?
Because when it touched her the other day at the window, she gave like a reaction and it looked like she was cold, but that was like, I'm burning like a vampire. So and she hasn't taken a shower. She doesn't wipe. So that means she doesn't want the water up against her, but she can't reach down. Never mind. So she drip dries.
Can I say something, Joe McKenna? Absolutely. Her weight doesn't make her a bad person. It's her shitty ass soul that makes her a
Absolutely
bad
not.
person.
Yeah. It's not. She can be as skinny as me or as big as 10-ton Tessa. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter.
10-ton Tessa, just to be exact.
It's just the blatant racism, transphobia, xenophobia, homophobia,
The bigotry of it all.
ableism. That does it for me.
It's just the bigotry of it all for me.
It's the for me, I would have to say it's because you don't learn. It's because all of this is fine, but as you progress through life, if you keep going through the same cycle over and over, that's because you're not learning anything.
It's the utter nastiness and inhumanity to man that bothers me. It really does. So she can be a toothpick or she can be a potato. It doesn't matter. The fact that she is big, yeah. Sometimes I do poke fun at it because it's her.
It's the low-hanging fruit, and we are all trolls here.
Absolutely.
Okay, let us be our trolls. So
the bigotry, the bully.
Erie, I've never been called a troll yesterday, or
you mean as of this morning?
Okay, this morning sounds good. This morning sounds pretty good.
I just broke that rule for you, so.
Oh, okay. Well, I made it to the afternoon. That's a new record.
Still, I mean, I rarely get called a troll, so.
Yeah. Once again, trolling is an art.
Yeah.
So anyway, we've completely dissed her in every type of way that we can. So what do we think is going to happen? What do we think is going to happen with the car? What do we think is going to happen with Nader, or Nader, actually, I should say?
I think we're going to get a wedding arc.
Oh, I hope so.
Look, at this point, I vote for the wedding because at least it'll be with them together. We don't have to hear them from separate rooms. We can just watch one stream.
Yeah. Yes.
So she wants to be Dee Dee. She wants to take Dee Dee's place and be on
Look,
the other
let's
side.
come on. Look,
It's going to be ergonomically advantageous to reaction
I'm
channels
pushing
if
for the
these two
wedding.
get hitched and live in the same
So
house.
here's
Let's
the
be
reason why
real.
I'm pushing for the wedding arc. Okay, they're both shitty ass people. And if they get married, then they are not out there spreading their shittiness to anyone else but themselves.
That's not true. That's just not
Let
true.
them be together. Let them be in their own shittiness. And if Dee Lulu wants to come along and be sister seeking sister wife, she can be there.
Can I put in a request to completely cancel Dee Dee Lulu, please? Thank you.
I'm going to say that whatever's going on right now with this financial arc and Nader, I think Nader is trying his best to separate and to humiliate, actually, Chantel at this point. But I do think that today, this new car arc is going to tear an absolute hole in the soul of her finances because she has not taken care of her vehicle. And I too treat my vehicle like it is a baby. My car is that basically brand new, but yeah, because she hasn't taken very good care of her car and she's taking it in there. So the only way to do is to get an Uber back and then to go pick it up if they can't fix it. So this car thing is going to put an absolute tragic turn on the entire situation. If she couldn't get to Nader before because of money, she's going to have less money now if she has to get this car fixed.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah,
She's going to be
true.
pissed, and
That's
he's
true.
going to be pissed because he's not going to have money to go shop at Adonis like he likes and destroy food like he likes.
So if it's all about a money arc with Nader, then this car, as well as her current financial situation, as well as her in a mad dash to get this house cleaned up, as well as her waffling back and forth between I love him and I love him not, it's going to absolutely rip into everything because that's the one thing that she can say she has as the advantage that she is absolutely needed for. Other than that, when he's with Dee Dee, he doesn't need anything. He walks and gets what he wants. If he has to go anywhere, he then depends on Chantel to get him back and forth. Without a car, without money, without a way to get to him, then this all goes downhill. She's the only one with a car in this situation.
With respect, Hannibal, he relies on the people that are giving him money to directly to his PayPal, so he can get around in Ubers as he wants. And I would also like to bring up the point that the Buddha Betch brought up about Hungry Fat Chick. Yeah, Hungry Fat Chick is beautiful because she's a queen. She's big, but she can sit on her throne with confidence. And
Hungry Fat Chick is completely different from Chantel.
Hungry Fat Chick is totally nothing like, and I'm glad that Buddha Bitch brought her up because Hungry Fat Chick is a queen and she has learned to sit on her throne, and she is.
Oh yeah, she's a very lovely person.
Yes, and that is something that Foodie could never even dream of doing ever. In a million years' time, Foodie will still be this shit.
Yeah, so if somebody's out here thinking that we're fat shaming, nobody's fat shaming.
No.
We're personality shaming. So it doesn't matter if you're big, fat, tall, skinny. That has nothing. And I say it all the time. Your physical status and your mental health does not give you a right to be an asshole.
Oh.
Or bigot.
Absolutely. You, just because you're fat and white or black or gay or straight or trans, whatever, you can still be a fucking twat. And she is. And I am not, 1,000,000% am not fat phobic. I take the piss out of Chantal because she is worth taking the piss out of because of all this shit she is bringing online and of all the shit that attaches to her. Same.
My feelings are you can't be fat phobic to a bigot. I'm sorry. Somebody who's literally able.
That is a very nuanced thing to say, but I kind of get what you mean there. I really do.
You can't be fat phobic to someone who's a full on bigot. And I'm sorry, she has been a bigot since literally God knows when. So miss me. That's how I feel. Period.
Yeah.
That's just me. That's my little old feelings over here at Dre the Stallion.
And we love you for it, Dre. Don't worry about it.
Thanks. Love it. Was it?
But it is. It's not a fat phobic. I am not fat. I am not fat phobic. I am Chantal phobic.
I don't believe I'm fat phobic or any
No,
other
you're not.
phobic.
I really do not think anybody of us here is. I don't think anybody in panel and anybody in chat is. Really, it really comes down to
non-politically tell the truth.
Absolutely not.
Non-political facts.
Yeah.
I've never, look, here's the thing, right? I fluctuate in weight because I have some hormonal issues.
Me
So
too.
weight to me is the least of my concern. But however, like I said, it is the low hanging fruit. And after I've sat there numerous times and I've watched Chantal call people ugly and make fun of their looks, I could care less how it hurts her fifis, gonna be honest with you. And sometimes you just gotta throw shit into a person's face without fucking sugarcoating it. I'm not a sugarcoater. Never have been, never will be.
Oh, and that brings us to ma'am.
Because she is fat and she is ugly.
And she will mention it herself, and then when you turn around and mention it to her, then you are shaming. No, that's not how this works.
Oh no, but mind you, but then also think about how many times, especially with men, she will literally sit there and she will shame men if they're fat, if they got a small dick, if they got this, if they have that. It's like you will literally sit here, Chantal, on your platform and literally tear down on men in any shape, way, or form, but yet, God forbid, it is somebody calls you a Shamu or the Michelin man, which you do look like, and oh my God, it's so like, fuck off. You literally sat here, hell, or better yet, you saying you tear down other women, i.e. Didi. How many times she called Didi fat? Said me and Didi, we both have foo-poo. So it's just like, girl, bye.
No, with a person like Chantal, you cannot sugarcoat stuff. She sits there night after night thinking she's higher and above everyone else because she makes X amount of money on YouTube. She doesn't work on her personality. She doesn't work on anything on herself. She thinks she's perfect. There's nothing wrong with her. She insults people on the daily. She, during the Cuba rage, showed us every single thing that Chantal really is, okay? I don't care if she was drunk or not. That is the true Chantal right there. And she said some horrific things. She was even telling women, I can take your man. I'm like, no, you can't. But okay.
She said, I'm sorry. She said what? Say that again.
She was fighting with one of her subs saying that she was ugly and that they were weird and her man wants to F her. Your man wants to fuck me. Yeah, I could take him if I want. No, I doubt it.
Now, was that the one that got the surgery done that she was fighting with that?
I'm not sure if it was in combination, but it was within that rant.
I think the sub that she was fighting with was also the one that got the surgery, and she was saying was a coward and took the easy way out for getting the surgery done, if I remember correctly. I think that was the same sub.
And then what did we hear 3 days ago? I can't wait to get my fupa taken off. But what? A couple months ago, you were shaming people for doing that themselves. Get the hell out of here, Chantal.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was a sub that had weight loss surgery, and she was just going off on her.
Why would you go off on a sub that had weight loss surgery, though? That doesn't make any sense.
I mean,
just because she's hateful?
But look right here, y'all. But look at this face. Look at that face. Is that the face of a woman who could steal somebody's man?
Yes.
When
she would. It's in her mindset.
Yeah.
Look,
it is.
I'm gonna tell you something.
Absolutely, she's there.
She can steal a S-Jam from Pamela Henderson.
Oh my God! No,
you talking about from Fistina?
Yeah.
I was watching. Okay, can I tell you something, Monty? Can I tell you something? I was considering making a video on this jam, one of my Family Guy parodies, and I said no because he took out he took out a he took out a cooking book of Ina Gardner, I think it's her name. This
Yeah, I
guy,
know. Yeah, a garden. Yeah, garden.
do
Yeah.
you know he's in love with her? And he actually said I may or may not have slapped the beef to her.
Wow.
I'm sorry. What?
Yeah. Yeah, because the chat was asking him, and he's like, yeah, I think I have. He whacks off to Ina Gardner, y'all.
The barefoot contessa?
Mm.
Ashton, how dare you do that to barefoot contessa? First of all,
Those poor magazines.
I used to love watching her show back in the day, and how dare you? How dare you? Do not do Ina like that. Like that. That is some bullshit, sir. Ruining barefoot contessa. What the fuck? That makes me mad.
Look,
Yeah.
he slaps the beef. He plays with the beef. He stretches
Not
the
slap.
beef
First
to
of all,
Ina
stop calling
Gardner.
it
Okay.
slapping the beef. Stop calling it that.
I say what I
Beef
want to say
Beefaroni.
when I say it.
Stop
Damn it!
calling it that.
I will. It's slap the beef.
He is not slapping
He is
any. First of
slapping
all,
the beef
slapping
and
it
playing
means
with
that there has
the
to be something that
balls.
slaps.
I
Okay.
don't know. I think he seems more like a choker to me, to be honest. He's choking the chicken.
Yeah, choke. Yeah, like he's not. It has
Flat
something
cock.
there to slap. He's not slapping.
Yeah,
that,
he ain't slapping shit. He's choking the chicken. That's what
right?
he's doing.
He's choking it.
You've got to
If
get
that,
over the end and squeeze it, haven't you?
He
Sorry.
slaps the beef. He chokes the chicken. He plays with the balls. He does it all to Ina Gardner. Okay.
There we go.
What is this thing in her back here? What is this?
Hi guys.
Hey, Carol, how are you?
Carl, darling, hiya.
Girl, what's up? You driving?
Yeah. Well, I'm not driving. I'm in the car.
Okay, I see.
Yeah.
girl.
How are you guys?
Oh, just that angle that she just did. I'm
Raging.
Hey,
You're
sorry.
Carl.
raging today. How are you?
Hey. How
Hey,
y'all doing?
I'm good. Him.
Just here being messy.
We looking at Crocodile Tears Chantel.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the money grab,
She
Chantel.
came on last night with them big old lashes and had no tears in her eyes, trying to cry over Nader.
Sad fishing.
Mm-hmm.
Baby, I can't with her.
Ooh, the boxes, ma'am.
Ma'am,
You know
ma'am,
what? Sometimes. Go ahead. I'm sorry, baby.
the angles, just God, ma'am, I don't want to see all up in your neck crevice. God, this is nasty.
Dre, you a mess.
It's true though. I don't want to see all up in her neck crevices and. Ooh.
She ain't got no crevices left. What the hell are you talking about?
Girl, I'm talking about the folds.
They're caverns. They're caverns.
So when you say
that's loaves
can
of
she
bread.
take somebody's man, I can see her once again, fupa gassing them, knocking them out, dragging them somewhere with the help of Flunky Pete's, putting them in the trunk and ending up in the basement like Saw. That's the only way she's stealing anybody's man.
Well, damn.
Child, she ain't stealing nobody, man. The most she gonna get is Nader back.
She's not gonna get Nader back. Nader didn't want her.
Yeah,
She
she
will.
never had
Oh no,
nobody
she
to
will.
with.
She will. She will get Nader back.
But
Oh
She don't
yeah,
have
she
enough
can
money.
persuade him with cash.
You don't
She
have
will.
enough money.
Even if it's
She
just, even if
look,
it's
she can go get
about
some more payday loans.
I'm telling you, payday loans is a wrap. When they calling your phones, they're not giving you no more payday loans as well as this car. Please, this car. I can't wait till this afternoon till she gets the bill back. They're gonna give her an estimate first. I can't wait for the
Hannibal,
estimate.
yes. I really want a massive estimate and even
2016. It's 2016 Kia. It's 2022 now. As far as I've seen, this is the first time you've ever taken the car anywhere for any kind of maintenance.
I think it's going to be like a $2,400 bill.
Another time.
2,400. That's my number.
I'm giving you 8. I'm giving you 8 to 12 on just the alternator alone. We're not. I go with 2,400 as a
No,
nice.
we're talking Canadian dollars here. It could be 3. It could be 3,000.
Yeah.
Canadian dollars.
This is
It's about £1,000 here, and it is about what? About 2,000 American dollars? I don't know.
it
So
could
what's
be
the
up to
translation?
3K.
Yeah,
So
No, but
she's
it's
she's
about
taking the car to
Yeah,
Mr.
that
Mr.
car.
Lube twice and to
right
the
because
dealership
wasn't
once.
because wasn't the last time she took it, she got the car back and then she went to got disco fries.
Yeah, that was the second time she went to
Mm-hmm.
Mr.
Right, she
Lube,
actually went to get the disco. Mm-hmm.
and
Oh,
they had to do the engine flush again because the first time they did the engine flush, the light was on. If you notice, the second time she was there about 2 months ago, a month and a half, 2 months ago, for the engine flush again at Mr. Lube, and I think it was something else she had to do. The her engine light was still on, but
You
she
shouldn't
No,
ignored
have
it.
no,
you shouldn't have to
Monty,
have
come
your
on.
engine flushed when you get your oil change.
That was a ploy by the alternators there, that they just wanted to keep her there longer so they could look at the glorious form that she was, because
All right.
all those mechanics wanted her. So do you think she's going to come away with a massive car bill and
It's
a
possible.
date with one of the men
Well,
or women,
the latter
I
is
don't know
not
about that.
possible. The former is.
or
Oh, she
somebody
gonna
is
come with
going.
a bill.
Yeah,
It's
the only
not gonna
thing
be a date.
she.
It's gonna be a big
Oh
bill.
no,
Yeah.
no,
What
no.
are we saying?
Yeah,
What?
Wow,
Oh
what
my
the fuck?
god! What the
I'm telling you,
hell?
if she
Oh
don't
my
show
god.
that
Stop
thing once a
Why
it!
are
day,
we
she
not
ain't
reporting
happy.
this?
Why are we saying this,
Oh,
ma'am?
Thank you.
excuse me
Stop
while
it!
I vomit.
oh.
Thank you.
Ew!
Now it's
Everyone
personal.
put
I
down your
told you she
snacks.
had 2 belly
Oh
buttons.
wow. That looked like a
Oh,
booty.
that was her belly button?
That's
No.
a
She's got
Right.
2
surgery
belly buttons.
scar,
She's got
right?
2 belly buttons.
I
That's
am
no,
I thought
that
that
is
was a crack.
That's the
A butt
surgery
crack.
scar.
yes, that's the surgery scar from when she had her hysterectomy.
I now
In
have
my
a
eyes,
severe
that's
case of
2 fucking belly
cataracts.
buttons, which means 2 amounts of belly button fluff. So there you go.
That's it. I bet you got a logic deduction.
Don't
two
you just
Hannibal.
love her?
two belly buttons.
Hannibal.
Yes,
It
ma'am.
kind of does look like a punani, to be honest,
Yeah,
Melanie.
it
It
No,
does.
do.
Yeah,
Like, what am I looking at? Yes,
no,
ma'am.
it doesn't.
yeah, it looks like a
You say
punani.
it. No, it doesn't.
We
I
knew.
don't know what punanas you've been looking at, Monty. That does not look like a
Well,
punani.
well, I mean, I wasn't like I said. Look, I've never seen a punani, so I couldn't tell you.
Hannibal.
Ma'am.
Dre,
I just wanted
that
to
is
tell
not
you that I
that is
had an
not any
awesome
punani
time
you
with
want
you
to look
last
at.
night.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I had an awesome time with you guys too. Y'all are too funny.
Look, I've never seen one, so I don't know what a punani looks like. So
Oh,
Dre,
you're
you
looking at
lying.
one right here.
Hush.
You're looking at one right
seen
here.
a punani.
Dre's a
No,
platinum gay. Dre is the
I have
platinum
never seen a
gay.
vagina before. I'm telling you right now. Cross my heart, hope to die, stick a needle in my eye. I've never seen a vagina before.
What about porn?
No, I've never seen one.
You hit me with the
Wow.
4th grade rhyme though. I couldn't take that.
Well, Dre, that's not a punani.
Okay.
Mm,
I take
Dre,
it.
I would
No,
tell you.
no, Dre, that's not a punani. But I mean,
That's not what the average look like.
we're just gonna go with
No.
the vertical slit. Is
That's
what we're
not
going with.
even what the diabolical manifestation of an abomination of a punani. That does
Okay.
not look like it. Oh my
Wow,
god.
that's silly.
On the other hand, I wonder if these fruit flies orbit her like they are. Never mind.
They reside in the
Like they
faux
reside in
punani.
that little in the fluff. They got a whole city in there, and they just send out fruit fly orbiters to see what's going on out here in the universe.
I don't know. It sort of looks like a little bit of an elbow crease. You know that crease in your elbow?
Which
bit
crease are
like
you talking about? She has several. Are you talking about the one in her actual elbow or the tricep that's hanging down? Or are you talking about we still in her belly? Because I've moved on from there.
Well,
Not
actually, I'm
radical,
looking at my elbow crease right now, and I'm thinking her on a grander scale. I want to put it out there on a grander scale. My elbow crease looks like a tiny, 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 tiny scale of
Look,
whatever
look,
that was. Whatever that was.
It's got to be
I-
in the crotch area because you know that area don't get no oxygen.
Ooh.
Oh, Oh,
Can we just talk about this for a minute? About
I'm
putting
with
that
you, Ginger.
putting that on camera.
Yeah,
I
you're
think we
wrong.
talked about this before. If I ever thought any of my body part, whether it was like that or not, which it is not, but was put on camera, so for all YouTube and the internet to see, I would be fucking devastated. And she's there just eating a cheese finger.
Ew.
She has no self-concept.
If any of my body parts like that had been put out on the internet, I would eat my own hand with fucking devastation.
She has no self-concept. This is evident by, if I was a so-called YouTube celebrity, there would be no way I would have a box mountain, shitty cat carpet, pissy bed, drip dry, or any of these things. But she has zero self-awareness, zero concept of right or wrong. This is almost like watching, I can't even say 12, because 12-year-olds have some kind of sense of right or wrong. She's simply 6, and she's testing the limits everywhere she can go, and there's nobody around there slapping her hand or teaching her right from wrong to tell her that the oven is hot. So she's going to constantly keep touching the oven until somebody comes and bandages her up. It's just, so
well, where
she's
is
not
her
learning
sister in
anything.
this? She's got a sister, okay. And me and Co-Connections have talked about this before, and Andrea have talked about this before, about sisters and whatever.
I thought one of her sisters was special needs.
No, she's
No.
not.
Yeah, and I know she's not.
No, she's not.
Oh, so it's
Chantel said
Chantel the
that.
special needs. I'm sorry.
Chantel said that. She's not special needs at
No.
all.
But even
Chantel only has one sibling.
who who wants to deal with her? If you're a family member, and this is the attitude, this is what you've been dealing with your entire life, and you can imagine if we've been watching her upwards to 5+ years or less, and we're already fed up with this stuff, what can you go through for a 38-year-old? You're 38 years old. I've been going through this.
What was it though?
life,
Her
so I
sister.
don't wanna
Her
help.
sister's 28.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Well,
and don't forget that
doesn't
all
matter.
her siblings are half. So she has 2 half brothers from her dad that lives in Windsor that she hasn't seen, and she has a half sister which she just calls her regular sister from her mom.
And
Yeah.
so none of them give a damn about her, because we're off living our life, and our half sister, who automatically makes her the black sheep in her mind. So she's
Well,
out
no,
here doing this stuff.
she was about 13 or
No,
something
she
like
was.
that when her younger sister, her mum, and her stepdad's daughter was born.
No, she
But
was.
her dad, Mr. Sorolt, has remarried and has got 2 stepbrothers.
Yeah, no, she
His
was
new
10.
wife
No, she
that
was
has
10 when her
never,
stepsister was born.
yeah,
Ain't that
Yeah, they're
her
10
she's
years
uncle?
never
apart.
met her stepbrothers.
Her.
So Chantal is a one-off. But even if it was a stepsister, half sister, adopted sister, whatever, it doesn't matter. She is your sister. She's your sister.
It doesn't
What the
change her
hell has
behavior.
she done to you that makes you not want to stop it now and stop this nonsense?
Oh, there could be a lot of things that she could have done to her between now and the time she started this YouTube channel that makes me want to absolutely disown you or discommunicate.
There has
with you.
been, yeah. There
Well,
has
she
been.
does. She did admit to mistreating her sister when she was a baby and putting
Yeah,
her
she
in the
did.
washer and stuff. I would probably be weary of her too.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there are things that I'm pretty sure there are things that we don't know about that she has done. I mean, to me, she seems like the good son. Anybody seen that Macaulay Culkin? That movie?
Yes.
Yeah,
No.
she seems like the
Yes.
good son. Like she will go and make things happen and then blame it on somebody else as to they did it. So Macaulay Culkin basically threw a dummy over onto the interstate, made it look like somebody committed suicide, and when the wreck happened, he went down and laughed at it. So this is the kind of stuff that I could see Chantel doing as a kid to her siblings, as to why nobody wants to deal with her. And then she said she had to go away, or she keeps telling these stories about when she went away to this group home or whatnot. Her mom sent her away.
Yeah.
Why would her mom send her away to a group home? What was that
The mom
about?
couldn't deal
I
with
know
it.
why that was.
Because
I
she
know 100% why that was. Because Chantal has been problematic since the day
All
that her
her
mother
life.
squeezed her out, right?
Hmm.
And
Mhm.
her mother has been dealing with Chantal, and her stepfather has been dealing with Chantal. And then when Natalie came onto the scene, her stepsister, there was problems there. And by the time that she was put into the group home, her mother had had it up to here with it.
Mm-hmm.
And her
Mm-hmm.
mother did not know what else to do. Her mother was desperate.
And that
And that's why she put
backs
her
up
in
my
the group.
case right there. Backs up my case right there as to this is behavior that the family has been dealing with all her life. So the best thing we can do if we want to live a
100%
happy
Hannibal.
life
Yeah.
is to make sure that she stays away from us.
Well, they don't because they love her. Because actually, I think they are a good family. I really do. They are. They have not. They've not discarded her or disowned her or shunned her in any way. They still, she's still part of the bosom of their family. They know her problems. They know her problems. But when her mum put her in the group home when she was 15, putting your daughter in a group home when she's 15 years of old is devastating for a mother. It really is.
I'm
But
sure it
I
is.
think her mother had come to the end of her tether, so to speak, and she didn't know
Hmm.
what else to do. I really do.
And that makes sense.
Yep.
I mean, that makes sense. But I mean, again, all of this, all of these life experiences, you haven't learned anything.
No, absolutely not.
And so
She's
you're
not.
doomed to keep repeating the same cycle over and over.
So why is that, Hannibal? Why has she not learned?
Um, because of what you just stated, if her parents are there as a full support system, then no matter what happens, they're going to bail her out or they're going to be there for her, which is a safety net that she has been depending upon. But I mean, I come from a family of tough love. They're going to bail you out once or twice, but on that third time, you just going to have to hit rock bottom and learn some consequences. So there has been, I'm going to have to go with an assumption at this point that there's been an excessive bailing out of Chantel through these type of situations to where she doesn't learn because her main fallback is going to be, well, somebody's going to take care of it. Well, pizza's going to be there. Well, my mom is going to get me out of it, instead of how am I as Chantel Surratt going to actually get out of this situation here by
Hmm.
Mhm.
myself and on my own.
Well, I'm going to stick up for her. I don't know her family from a bag of mince, but I've got this massive feeling through my life experience and working with people like this that family has done everything, everything to try and help her with love, not with shunning. They've tried to keep her in the bosom of their family and help her. And when her mother decided to put her into that group home, devastated her mother. Devastated her mother. So when Chantel came out, she really, 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 really looked after her after that because she felt a bit guilty, I imagine. Because you do, you're a mother. How could you not? And they've really, really helped her along. And I think they've just learned to accept that she is problematic.
In the same sense, keep her away from us.
Yeah.
I don't think they ever
We can
will.
love you.
I
We can
think
love
they'll
you.
always involve her.
We can love you and support you from a distance. That don't mean you have to be directly in our face or always up on us or around us. We can love you from a distance. And if you have this amount of
Yep.
issues and if you've been this type of person, then loving you from a distance basically in my mind will turn around and translate and look like, well, we're just going to give her money so she can leave us alone. We're just going to pay that off and she can go on and make a new. We got some little preaching to say. We got a little man to add on to that. But for the most part, don't do that again. Not even a slap on the wrist, but just an excuse, a hall pass. Go ahead, go to the next class, and you might learn the next time.
Maybe they have hope, though. Maybe they love their daughter.
38 worth of hope. Damn, I wish I had that.
I
The
don't know.
problem,
But a
you
lot of
know,
people do. Absolutely, of course, they've got faith and they hope and they wish. And I'm not necessarily. I'm not convinced that they have kept her at arm's length. I think she's kept herself at arm's length.
Well, maybe she
the
knows the
main,
amount of toxicity that she spreads, and so she tries to keep all that away. Because what if, and I'm gonna say this, what if they do not keep her at arm's length, but when she comes around, they give her that dose of reality that she so desperately avoids and can't get away from, and that's why she blocks the VIBs. That's why she blocks people coming into her chat. That's why she hates the reaction channels, because we're all giving her the things that she knows she needs to look at and focus on, but she refuses to and remains in her
mm-hmm.
world of delusion. So when she goes over there, they're telling her, you know, you need to stop this. You know, you look a hot mess. You know, that doesn't match. You know, you smell really bad. You know, all of these things. And she's like, fuck you guys. I'll just stay at my own house. I'll stay in the villa.
Well, she has said multiple times she wants a hug box. She just wants a hug box. She doesn't want no one telling
I'm
her
pretty
any
sure.
reality of any sort, and that's that.
Right, because
She
I'm
just
pretty sure.
acts like a toddler.
Because I'm
Yeah.
pretty sure her family does tell her some things. Like, I mean, but at the same time, it's just like she just does not want,
Don't listen.
doesn't want to hear any of it. That shit. Because for the most part, it sounds like, was at least with the uncle, it sounded like the uncle was at least a no nonsense type of person. At least the one no nonsense person within her family. Now the mother and everyone else, I can't really say, but yeah, it for the most part, it just sounds like she just doesn't want to hear anything that her family has to say because she knows it's the truth and she doesn't want to hear it. The hug box could just be, well, I just want y'all to say all the things that I wish my family would give me, all that, fluff and bullshit shit and frou, and it's just like, ma'am, that's not gonna happen. Because I cannot imagine her sister being like, oh yeah, Chantal, I just love you. No. If you've seen
Uh-uh.
photos with that sister looks fed up with her. That sister just looks like, why are you around me, you stank bitch?
So that sister has a
Her
Pete's
sister
face.
looks resigned to it. Her
Resting
sister
bitch.
looks resigned to it.
This
Right. Like,
sister
I
has a
don't think
Pete's
that's
face.
no, I think the sister does not bullshit her at all. Like, I cannot see her sister bullshitting her. I think her sister's probably one of the few people that actually does. Now, her mother probably does coddle her a little bit, but I don't think her sister does. 'Cause, you know what I'm saying?
I don't think Pete's will in very soon. I think we got a
Oh,
very
Yeah, Peach
interesting
is at it
storm
with
brewing.
10.
We got a very interesting storm brewing with Pete's being up in there. And now that payday has hit, it's going to be more interesting to see Pete's reactions as to whether or not this loan has been taken care of, whether or not,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and we know, is Pete's making any money off of his streams? Is Pete's doing anything?
a little, not a lot.
So he
But
makes $300 a month, he said. About $200 to $300 a month.
So
that
Oh.
ain't bad. That
Raging,
ain't bad for Pete's for just
Raging,
going
get
off
him
every other
two
month.
to $300.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Right. I'm
Pearl,
gonna start
he said,
streaming, y'all. Rage streams coming soon on Erie Pepperoni.
I'm
What
a,
happened?
I'm
nice
gonna
one.
love it. Thank you, Erie.
I think there are embers of an epic brew up with Pete's glowing there, and it can go either way. It's going to become this magnificent firework display of rage and
Yep.
frustration, or it's just going to fester there until he croaks, and we won't see anything of it.
No,
Oh,
I
he's gonna let it out. He's gonna rage against the machine
Is he?
versus.
Do
Yeah,
you
he's
think
gonna
he?
let.
Absolutely.
He'll give it to his audience before he gives it to her, but it's slowly and surely leaking over to her with the interactions. He was unhappy with them 6 nuggets he took home last night.
I don't think it's going to come as quick as we like. I really don't. I think
no, I
it's
think if
we're in
anything,
for the long haul with
I
Pete.
feel like if anything with Pete, he's gonna go. I feel like if he does go off, it's gonna unfortunately be on someone else. It's gonna be misdirected anger because he just can't for it, it's just like how for whatever reason Chantal just can't go off on her, but so she misdirects it to Dee Dee. He
Right.
does that when it comes to her. He'll go off on else. Everybody else. He will literally sit there and tear down anybody
Everybody that
else,
says
but
anything to
except for
him.
Chantal. And that is the one thing with him that I'm just like, bruh, I cannot with you.
Yeah, Pete's
I don't.
has a lot of misplaced aggression because of her, and I think that because he is living off her, and he knows that she's the breadwinner in this instance, that he
Right.
is limited in the things that he can say to her. Even though, honestly, Pete's is the only one that is. And here you go, Peach. Your one good shot for today. He's the only one that
Oh
gives it to her
wow.
directly. Any other time, it comes out
Oh.
very straight and very autistic like, because he's completely unaware of any of the surroundings that he's saying this in. And she will then laugh him off, play him off, or like she did the other day when the finance sit came up, she'll mute the camera and then they'll have a brief sidebar, and then she'll come back and be out.
Right.
And then she'll secretly poke fun. This is your best friend, the only one that's got your back in the entire world. Then you wait till he go upstairs and be like, I think he's secretly raging. Oh, you gonna poke fun at him behind his back, ma'am?
Because she's not loyal to anyone.
Not loyal. There you have it. She's loyal to them fries though. She's killing them.
Yeah, because she be fisting them. She was fisting fries last night.
Girl, she's down in them things.
Yeah, I'm
Huh?
asking if Monty sped it up, but I'm sure he didn't because she's moving
No,
double.
look, baby, she is in the
Jesus. Just
win.
shove everything in your freaking pie hole. Why not, right?
Was that
Right?
gum she just ate?
It looked like it, but
I don't know.
it's
It
stress.
looked like
This
a
is stress right
pickled.
here.
That looked like a pickled like vegetable.
Go on, Chantel, shovel it in.
Uh,
Be a good girl. That's it. That's it. Go on.
Be a
okay,
good
Do
so
kid.
it
can
with
we
a mouth
talk
shut.
about what Bunny Angel said here?
Yes.
Apparently, the
Yeah,
case
May
for
Anderson.
May Anderson has been accepted by the Crown.
Mm.
I hope that matter, if the Crown deems this to be a punishable thing, which I hope they do, I hope that not only Nader goes to prison, but I think Dee Dee and Chantal deserve a little stint as well for covering up
Mhm.
for him.
You're
Yeah.
right.
If
Oh
not,
yeah, both of them should get a
Because
obstruction of justice charge if
Yep.
he's going
but here,
anywhere. Both
wait
of
a
them
minute. But
should be
here's
but
the thing.
see,
I
accomplices.
don't think, but wait,
Sh-
girl, but I don't
Yep.
think Dee Dee was it. But Dee Dee wasn't around during
no,
that time period though.
Chantel is the one that
That's
Right?
lied
not
on him
proven,
But
Dre.
she's
I
completely.
doing
still
it now,
think Dee Dee has
Dre.
been
She's
behind the
doing it
scenes.
now
How's she doing it now?
because she laughs it off. That whenever he brings up that he's gonna win cases, she's like, "Yeah, you are." Da da da. She's supporting him. She knows more than what she knows. I'm gonna let Hannibal finish his thought because I think him and
Yeah,
I are thinking the same thing.
Yeah, I think Dee Dee's been around longer than the 2 years that she's been in Chantel's chat. And
um,
she's known Natter longer than she's not known him 10 years long, but she's known him longer. They've been in this. Both of them are working as a cooperative team, and they have been from the beginning,
Mm-hmm.
regardless of how Dee Dee came into this, which I completely will stand by and die on the hill that Natter and Dee Dee have been a team from the get-go. Whether Natter met Chantel on Tinder and brought Dee Dee into this, or whether Dee Dee found her as a mark and threw Natter out there, because they both exhibit the same behavior in trying to find each other a mate. When they are out, they are hunting.
mm,
These are a pair
God
of
dang.
hunters. These are not people that don't know each other and don't know each other's method. Therefore, Dee Dee is not scared of Natter, regardless of what his past is or regardless of how he acts.
Mm-hmm.
Dee Dee has been
1000%
in
agree.
control of this entire situation the entire time. And I once again will reference you to the same video where Natter supposedly lunged at Dee Dee. And I'm going to say, I think something fell off the counter. But he lunged at her, something fell off the counter, and she came back later to say that she was then okay. She touched his leg and moved her hand off. That's a sign of affection. Nobody's going to touch it. She didn't want anybody to know because they're trying to stay with the narrative that they're not sleeping together. Then when she left that conversation, I'm sorry. If you've been punched, if you've been abused, if somebody has threatened you with anything, the last thing you're going to do when you walk off from them is stick your hand in their face
No,
anywhere
you're
close
not
to it.
at
She
all.
did that and walked off. Didn't even turn
Hmm.
around and look and see if he did anything or said anything. She's not afraid of him.
Oh
Nope.
God.
She's not
Of
afraid of
course
him.
she's not. I
Nat,
mean,
Dee Dee has been in
look how
control
he
of this
treats her.
situation.
He treats her totally different than he treats Chantel.
Of
She's a
course.
partner. She's literally a partner in
She's
crime.
she's literally,
Right.
and Chantel probably could have been a partner too, but once again, Chantel's stupid and fell in love. They all could have been
She
making this
fell in love.
money.
Look, I still feel like she fell in love with her drug dealer.
And that's
She fell in love.
possible.
Look, she fell in love with her drug dealer.
That's possible. That's possible.
I
Because
And
kind
then
of believe
stalked him
what
on
Hannibal
Tinder.
said.
Well,
They,
that's
they set
true.
her up as prey and she fell for it. Okay, Dee Dee was sent to subscribe to Chantal to scout her. She was the scout.
I would agree with that.
honestly,
Especially
it's
after that BB situation and how she treated Pete. She's an
Yeah.
easy mark. Anybody who's looking at her,
Hmm.
she's an easy mark. She wants some attention. She wants somebody to be around. Fake love me. I don't know, ladies. I don't know. You let me know who you need out there for some fake love. If you got some paychecks, this is Hannibal
who
615 over here. Put in the
Alex.
application for that fake
It's
love right now.
silly.
I mean, to be fair, she
It's
literally said.
silly.
When I say like no, I mean to be fair, no, she's completely set herself up for the okie doke. Like she literally sets herself up to literally be the biggest sucker girl on this side of the planet. You know what I'm saying? And the sad part about it is just that like was it even outside of that, Foodie would definitely get some shit because of all the freaking grape apologist shit she was doing with May. I'm like, girl, like she literally sat here, gave this man an alibi, was lying, Yang was doing
Hmm.
all this shit, and I'm like, girl, do you not realize that you could probably get in trouble for this shit? It too, but she don't care. Yeah. And I honestly hope that if basically if May's case does go, oh, that they do end up basically giving Foodie some shit.
Has
Yeah.
anyone? I think Hannibal has brought this up, but I wouldn't be surprised. I'm gonna put it out there, and I don't care if you listen to this, Dee Dee. Try me. Um,
Mm.
I think Dee Dee may be a mastermind.
Oh
Ooh,
yeah, she's been the
Oh yeah,
pimp the whole
I've definitely
time.
thrown that out there. I've definitely said that
I
DD has
mean, hell,
mastermind this whole
look,
entire thing.
you know my
Mm-hmm.
well, you know my theory with her was it with her. Still, was it so you know my theory that basically you know how she's in Montreal, right? And
Hmm.
if y'all remember back in it, remember was it I want to say was it back last summer? Who do y'all think was it Chantal was driving up and down or possibly was driving back and forth to Montreal for to get them drugs? Who you think she was talking to? Who?
Probably
Apart
Dee Dee Lulu.
there's a like I said, my theory is that it was possibly Dee Dee, but again, I don't know. No, I think she could have been getting her drugs from Dee Dee. So, but that's
Well,
my theory.
she was giving the money to Nader, and then Nader was going to get him.
No, she was, but no, but remember though, there was a time period where her and Netta weren't talking, and she had to go.
That's true.
Remember because she went to Montreal twice in 1 week. Like
Right.
she went up to Montreal, and it's just like, it was like who you.
Right. And look,
So
and
who?
Dre, you got a point because who do she? I mean, like, do she know Montreal like that?
No, she don't.
Somebody had to give her like, if you come here, I'll hook you up over here with this person so
Mm-hmm.
you can get the good
And
stuff.
allegedly, the person who she was getting drugs from was a plug of Nader's or someone that Nader knew. Who? So,
Mm,
who? There you go. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Kingpin Diddy, right?
Trust me, Dee Dee.
We're
Like I said,
talking very low down the rank drug dealers here, if we are talking drug
trust me.
dealers.
Look. Dee Dee ain't it. Look, I know Dee Dee's not as innocent as what she claims to be. Like Dee Dee tries
Oh
to.
no.
I think we can all agree, Dee Dee is not as innocent as what she tries to make herself seem. She is not innocent in any of this. Yes, not at all.
No, I'm gonna go with this angle. It was said before that Dee Dee had a mate. They were not necessarily married, but lived together for 10 years.
Right.
They obviously, in my mind, could possibly have exhibited this swinger or alternative sexual lifestyle. Also, Nader was supposed to had known said mate of Dee Dee's. There's a connection there if they've all been living this alternative lifestyle. Therefore, when Nader shows up in Chantel's life and Dee Dee's so-called mate is disappeared or gone, Dee Dee shows up. Nader takes the place of so-called mate in alternative lifestyle, and here we are. So Dee Dee has possibly been running this type of scheme on people for a long time. Once her mate has been missing, brought Nader in as the next possible person to go along with this, and here we are. That's why I keep saying Dee
Right.
Dee is the mastermind, because she has also been in this alternative lifestyle. She's been submissive to her mate for a long time. Therefore, she's easily submissive to Nader and his needs, but she's also very manipulative and is in control of the situation and understands how to sick Nader on Chantel and so on and so forth. She's
Mhm.
running she's a puppet master in my mind. But of course, I have a vivid imagination.
Oh no, but I
But
mean, but
no, you're not too far
No,
off.
you're
I'm
not
sorry,
far
Dre.
off.
Let me
you're
give
fine.
y'all something, remind y'all of something. A few months, well, back in November, they said that they met via Dee Dee's ex at a restaurant
Mhm.
that they used to
Right.
go to almost every night. But then he also said, I think recently, that he was originally friends with Dee Dee's ex, not Dee Dee herself. She thinks
Correct.
she's a friend, but she was
Correct.
just the girlfriend of the friend, if that makes sense.
Mhm.
That's right.
Mhm.
Yep. Like
Correct. That's where
her
I'm going. Yep.
her Dee Dee's ex-man, she wasn't married, but she was in a long-term relationship with another guy with Arabian extraction, shall we say, who
Mm-hmm.
was a
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
cook.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So maybe there is a connection there.
There it is. And he was not friends with Dee Dee. He was friends with her. And once he disappeared, I don't know when that was, but Dee Dee shows up. That's
I thought he
all I'm
passed
saying.
away.
Passed away, disappeared, shows up, goes missing. I
Yeah,
don't know. He's
yeah.
gone.
I think he, but no, I
But
think
Dee
he.
He
Got,
the
no, he
same
did
replacement.
pass away.
yeah,
Dee the replacement.
And that's
Dee
why
found a replacement. Now here we
that's
are.
why, y'all, I had to delay the release of chapter 2, because the more I look back, the more they constantly contradict the original stories, they say. So piecing all the pieces of the puzzle together to make sense out of it is extremely complicated, because they'll
Yeah.
tell you one story one month, and then the next month they'll pick up from where they left off, but they'll add different plot lines to it, and it's like, all right, so which one's the truth?
Oh yeah, it's
Like
very
mhm,
like
hard
the
to follow. So
Walmart story.
I just pick
Like
the
the
things that
Walmart
make
story.
sense.
That's been told over. She's told that story different times, and each time she's told the Walmart story, it's been something added or something taken away.
right.
The Walmart story didn't make sense from the get go if she then
No, it
turned around
didn't.
and bought him some shoes the next day or whatnot. So that was absolutely just something in
Mm,
my mind that she was saying. This is why I've not really believed her on everything that she said. And then Nader has backed up some of the things she said. So it's been a very difficult road, like uh, Erie said.
Yeah,
But
I think the Walmart story and the shoes story arc has been this. Nada has told her when they were spending the nights together on the whiz, on the speed, on the coke, where you talk about all sorts of things. He's told that he's had to steal in the past,
Mhm.
whatever, to
mm-hmm,
get by when he came to
to
Canada.
survive, right.
Yeah, absolutely. And then they went out to shop a big shopping spree. With Chantal's got all this money. He hasn't got all this money. He's still thinking on that way of thinking. Oh well, we're spending all this money, but I don't like to buy everything. I like to take something because we're spending this money in your shop. You should get
Bless you.
something free
Bless you.
because of all big whatever. And he says, oh, I'm going to take these. I'm going to take these shoes. And she's like, oh, fuck, no, don't do that. I'll buy you them more than whatever. That's what happened. That he
I
didn't.
don't think it ever, I don't ever, I think that the first part they were having a conversation. He told her how he had to survive when he first got there. I had nothing. I had to steal from Walmart. I had to do all this other stuff, and she took that and ran with it. I don't think they ever went to Walmart. I don't think he ever tried to steal
Well, they
anything
Right.
around
Oh, I
her.
do.
Well,
Uh,
I
well,
think they
well, you
probably,
know
I
what
think they went to
though?
Walmart. I just
I
don't think.
do,
I don't think
Hannibal.
he
You
ever
Let
tried
me
to
really,
steal
really do
anything.
think he would do
let me
that.
tell you.
I,
Whoop,
was it, I
sorry,
don't think
toddler
he.
fight. Toddler fight. Toddler fight. Sorry.
He
No,
is
I,
the type of guy that would spend £200 or £300 in a big shopping with a big shopping basket and pay for it, but always, always try and
Come here,
get the
Mama.
freebie and the unpaid for
well, no,
item at
was
the
it? I
same
just think that
time.
basically, look,
But
I just
look,
think if anything, she told that story to kind of like make herself look better. Like,
No, no, no,
oh,
no.
guys,
That
he
happened.
was
That
about to
happened.
steal.
You come say
He was
hi.
about
Say
to
hi.
steal, but I swooped in
That
Oh, you
did
happened.
and paid for it. And I'm
she
like, girl,
swooped in.
bye.
Okay.
Bye.
She swooped in.
Like she
But look,
swooped. Yeah,
if
girl, she
y'all
swooped in,
who
girl.
who
Girl.
Of course,
I looked
Nader would
at
try and steal it. Of course, he
I
would.
was
Why wouldn't he? He's got
have
this
y'all
big girlfriend here with all the money paid for. His little pride's a little bit hurt. There's a little bit of a jolt to his ego
Mm-hmm.
here. He's going to show this woman, yeah, you could spend all that money, but I can actually steal something among all this. That's what he did. And I 100% believe he did try and steal those shoes.
Mm.
you know who has a great theory about that? Garlic bread. He did a whole video last night regarding the Walmart shoes and the different stories that were told.
I'm gonna have to go and watch that because I don't
I'm talking about
personally
it's
believe
really good.
I don't personally believe Nader tried to steal anything. And why? I'm
Why
gonna go
not?
with why would I try to steal anything when I know I got this cash cow right here next to me that's gonna buy
Because
me
he
anything?
is trying to show he's
He's a
the
grifter.
man.
He didn't have to
God,
show
don't you
he's
see that?
manly. She's already thought that he fell from Adonis's loins
Mm-mm-mm.
himself.
This was at the beginning of their relationship. This was at the beginning. She was spending all this money. He's got to step up and puff out his pigeon chest and go, oh, well, look what I can do. You're spending all this money, but we're going to get all that you've paid for, plus the stuff that I've secreted away in
Yeah,
my
Andrea's
freaking
right.
shirt. He
Mm-hmm.
100%
Yeah,
tried to
I'm at a
get those.
disadvantage now because I did not see that garlic bread. I had it pulled up and
It was really
exhaustion.
good because
Exhaustion had me going to sleep.
he was talking about how when Chantel would try to tell the story whenever Nader was around, he would always interject the story. And he even Garlic Bread even had a video of them in Walmart.
Mm.
So he has a really good theory. I just say check it out because you know that could be that also could be the situation.
Okay, I'm definitely gonna check it out. I love his opinion.
But Chantel, she lies by blinking her eyes. You can't believe nothing she says.
I mean,
You
hell,
can't.
look, if Foodie is awake and breathing, she's
She
lying.
lying, right?
She's literally lying.
Well, if
Like
she's breathing, she's
every.
usually like breathing hard. So yeah, we know she's.
Well, I mean, like I said, she's not. I mean, still, if she's awake and breathing, or if she's awake and talking, she's lying. Like that's literally the MO of Chantal. Like she can't help but to lie.
Right.
That's all she can do.
You know what, Hannibal? She looks like that genie you pulled up on screen yesterday. Right now,
Hold on.
the genie from um Pee Wee's Playhouse.
Not the genie from Pee Wee's Playhouse.
Yes, that's what she looks like right now with that
Talking about
hair
my Mecca
scarf
Lecca
and
High Mecca Hiney Ho.
yeah.
Yeah, check my face out there.
No, listen.
Oh my
I
goodness.
still say she looks like.
Oh, I got my Chantel face on, y'all. Look at me.
I need you to stop.
Look. I still say she looked like Grimace's twin.
Yeah, that too.
I still gonna go with Grimace. Miss Grimace
That
looking
too.
bitch.
But the head wrap and the earrings looks just like the genie.
I got you. I got you. No worries.
Oh, Monty, can you send Erie the link?
Marcy, was that
Okay,
Martha
we'll
in the
do.
background? Was Martha in the background
When?
trying to put her 2 cents in on Chantel?
Yeah, she comes in whenever she wants, and then she takes off whenever she wants.
A totally different tangent. Well, not quite, but you've just brought me into that. Monty, you're really going to have to do a Lola and Martha reveal one day.
Yeah,
Live.
I was actually thinking of them incorporating them in a skit of
Yeah.
of some sort. So I'll be
Because
doing
I
that.
have seen them and they are absolutely beautiful. And I know Lola is a bit reticent and Martha is the one that curls around you a bit more, but I think the team need to see Lola and Martha.
Yes, we
Yes.
need to see your babies.
Yeah, we do.
Oh, and I got my makeup on and everything. My eyelashes, my makeup is done. Just shh. I'm Chantel today, y'all.
Oh
I'm
my
Foodie
goodness.
Beauty.
Hannibal, I bet you look a beauty. Are you snatched? Are you snatched? Have you got it all? Are you? Is your eyeliner in a line? Are you?
What are you snatched?
Yeah. Check out my pics. Look at me. I'm
The profile pic is
I
on
got it on.
point.
Yeah.
On point.
hmm Even got a ring in my nose. I think it might be in the middle of my head though.
Oh my god, y'all are wow.
So, okay, what could we
Welcome
take
back,
away from
Erie.
today's debate? That the fact is that Chantal is horrible. Nader is horrible. Dee
That
Dee
we
is
Yep.
should not feel bad
horrible.
about pointing these issues out.
Oh, point away. Point away.
All three of them are pathetic.
Why
No,
does her
I can
wrist look
even
like a
say
pig's foot? I'm sorry.
I can even add S Jam to the whole situation because he put himself in the situation. All four of them are pathetic.
Because I'm adding Roman in there.
Right.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah,
Roman. The
Single
fact that
five.
right.
Roman was in S Jam's chat that I've heard, I didn't see it, but I've heard it
Yeah,
today
it was
on
S Jam
panel.
chat.
Come here, girlie.
That fills me with fire. That is so. The milk in these lolcows is flowing. The fupas have been exchanged for udders, and the milk is flowing. I love it.
Oh,
Yeah, Roman was in S Jam chat trying to get some attention, of course.
Lord, Roman needs
well,
to
if Roman wants
stop.
attention,
What?
all he needs to do is contact Monty for this fight coming up Sunday, and we got him.
Well,
All the attention, all
I'm
eyes on
ready.
him.
I can't with Roman. I just can't help laughing whenever because it's like perfectly imperfect called him Chicken Little.
I just
Oh,
want to know, Monty,
Oh,
if
he's so
this
much like Titten's Little. I can't believe it.
if this does go down Sunday and I'm able to get footage of it, can I then put y'all to like you're the best around and nothing's ever gonna keep me down? Can I put y'all to that?
Yeah, you can.
Okay, that's gonna be perfect. I'm gonna love that. I'm gonna do it to South Park though.
So what is she doing now? She's just looking up at the
She laying down.
stars. She's laying in the gutter looking at the stars.
You know, she had to walk a couple of feet to get out of that store earlier, right? And then she had to stand a little while to wait for an Uber to get like half a mile up the street. So she's tired right now, guys. And we just saw her devour at least 8 plates of food for at least there was at least a 2-family meal she ate. So
Look,
yeah,
if my house was as close as her house is to the place where her carton is, I would have walked home. Like that wouldn't have been no problem of a walk.
Curl.
Than spending money with an Uber.
Can I ask you one question, ma'am? Are you toting around 400 pounds?
No, sir, I'm not. I'm 140
Then you most
pounds.
definitely could have walked all the way home. But this one would, if she would have tucked and rolled.
Look, I mean, don't get me wrong. Look, I'm big, and even I could walk home. home. Okay, that bitch can't walk. No, look, she doesn't even walk. She hobbles. Let's get that right. She
Right.
can't even walk. She hobbles.
It's
Even
there are some bigger people that do have their full mobility because they some of them it's medical and they can't help it, to be quite
Right.
honest. It's but they can still move around and
Yeah.
do their best.
You
The problem is
you
that
know what?
Chantal put herself in this place and she don't want to move.
No,
Sorry, go ahead,
now
One
I've
Barbara.
had
thing.
a cousin that had a thyroid issue, and she was well over 400 pounds. And she was definitely mobile. It wasn't like she wasn't trying to do anything, but medically, they couldn't control the thyroid, so there was nothing she could do about it. But when it comes to mobility, this is just a lazy broad. She's not even trying to get around.
But
She's not
look,
trying to do anything.
she better be glad she don't have lymphedema on her legs because a lot of people like
Hmm.
a lot. It's a few people that I know that's around her size have lymphedema and the mobility is zero.
The mobility question is funny to me because she's 38, which in my eyes, you're just a spring chicken when you're 38. You
Hmm.
try getting to my age and carry on the way you are, Chantel,
That
you'll
ain't
not
gonna.
be able to do it.
Well,
Mm-mm.
I don't
Absolutely
think that
not.
it's going to take. It's just going to be either a matter
A
of
matter
months
of
or a
time.
matter a couple of more years before she's going to be in a life by Jen situation where she is
Right.
absolutely immobile and is.
You really
Let
think
me.
that?
Yeah, I honestly believe that she's eating out of control. She's not taking care of her health. It's not. It's going to be more than just her weight that's going to put her down. And I'm
Yeah.
wondering if lymphedema is a condition that can be developed, or if that can actually
It's
be
a.
in different parts of the body other than just your legs, because
It can de-
she
it
has
could
a
develop
fupa.
anywhere because that
Well,
that's
she
a
needs
it's
to
a
check her
collection of
apron.
fat.
Hmm. She needs to
Why
check her
is she
apron
going to
because her
develop
apron is extra
lymphedema?
big. Her,
Why
I'm
is she
sorry,
going to
Jay.
develop lymphedema though?
When?
Well,
Why?
because
Because of
because of her size,
uneating
the
healthy.
more the fat has to go somewhere, and it can store in certain parts of her body and develop lymphedema.
mm,
I
That would be
really
the
don't think
fupa
she
in my
will.
mind.
I really do not think she will. I think she will just drop dead one day. Oh, sorry, but I
That's
do. I
what
don't think she's going to
what
have
would be,
any of
but there's
the
got to
things.
be a medical cause for the dropping of dead. Now, I'm not going to be and play like I'm not as morbid, and I don't think that that's going to
Sorry,
happen
guys.
one day.
Sorry, guys.
No, no,
No,
no,
no,
no,
Don't
no,
no,
think
it's
that.
okay.
no. I'm with you on this one. I don't want you. You're not alone, Ginger. You're not alone.
Right,
But I just
right.
want. I just want to know why. I would be with. Um, I would actually go with respiratory failure. You're just gonna get overheated one day and won't be able to catch your breath, man. So what are
Or
you saying? Like a
the
heart attack?
hypertension. Yep,
Yeah,
I
heart
don't
attack
know.
and
hypertension.
I
hypertension.
really don't know what's going to
I can see an
happen.
aneurysm or a blood clot, even, to be honest
Right,
with you, if you want to just
right.
go there.
Well, she's supposed to be on blood thinners, and she hasn't been taking them.
Blood thinners for what though?
She had to have had a blood clot or
Exactly,
yes, she
because that's
did.
that's the
something
only
of
reason
that.
you would get blood thinners. She had a blood
Right,
clot where?
right. I don't
I
know.
want to say like was it after her hysterectomy or something like that? Did she basically suffer from like a blood clot or something like that? Huh,
You guys are
And
talking about blood clots. Like, where does she have them?
yeah,
yeah. Oh,
yeah.
she
Yeah,
had
and
Primarily
did
in her
she?
lungs.
It was
primarily
in
in
her
her lungs.
lungs.
Then
Yes.
that is
Not
a
anymore. She
number
doesn't.
one killer
Oh wow.
of
Yeah,
She
people to
doesn't have
have a
them
blood
anymore.
clot obstruct your lung. Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. It could break off,
Yeah, and
and
they don't know why they form. It's idiopathic. That's what
right.
idiopathic means, that they don't know what the cause of the clots in her lungs are from.
Are forming from.
Wow.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
go with
So
she's not
it
getting enough oxygen.
she yeah, that could be it. It seems that these clots could possibly form elsewhere in her body at any moment. So she has to be very careful, and she's really not keeping up with her blood thinner regimen. So that's a
Mhm.
problem. So at any moment, Foodie Beauty could literally fall out.
Yeah,
Right.
Hmm.
and so
Well,
Ginger,
we
you're not
all could.
alone.
Let's face it. We all could. We all
Yeah,
could
but
drop dead at any moment. Right now, any one of us here on panel could just drop dead because
that's
that's the
logic.
way that life is. But I do not see her. I might be wrong. Call me wrong. I could be wrong on this, but I do not see her going through the whole arc of losing limbs to diabetes. I don't see her
No,
going through long illnesses.
She's not gonna make it that long. Is
The
what you're
blood
saying.
clots. I think the blood clots is it's just passe right now. It's just
I.
not on the cards.
You
I
know
really
what?
do.
I think that she would. What would cause her to to croak would be clot. What is it called? Clogged
Pulmonary
arteries.
embolism.
Yeah, clogged arteries. Because
You know
I'm
what?
sure she has cholesterol problems.
Do you know what I think it could be? And I'm sorry to say that I'm not trying to diagnose or anything like this, but let's be real. She's a stroke candidate.
Oh yes,
Oh yeah, most
Mm.
definitely, because her heart is
absolutely.
definitely struggling to pump, and all of that is a factor. But I
Her
mean,
body is struggling.
and that
She's got
would be
nothing wrong,
reason why the
even if
blood
she's got
clots are
nothing
forming
wrong
as
with
well.
her. All the things that we say and try and diagnose or whatever, or be our armchair flipping doctors, whatever we're trying to be here. I know we do it. I do it. Everybody does it.
Right.
I think that it just could be a quick and that's it.
Just
With no
You.
warning
Mhm.
whatsoever. With no warning whatsoever.
oh,
Who knows
I
with
don't
her because
disagree.
she
I
don't.
don't disagree.
Who knows with her because she don't go to the doctor to have blood panels or a
Any
checkup or
checkups or
anything.
anything, right? And see, that's where we, even though Ginger, you're absolutely right. Life dictates that any one of us can walk outside right now and just pass out from whatever may happen. But
Hmm.
the increased risk with this one that films her life every day is absolutely astronomical when you give into the factors of um, the health care that she could be receiving, the medications that she should be on, the diet that she should be trying to maintain, the exercise regimen that she should be doing, all the things that she should be doing, and she's ignoring them as if she is a healthy 16-year-old.
Right.
And so
This.
what you're saying, as horrible as it may feel coming out, is absolutely 100% logical and rational
Mm-hmm.
as a outcome, as an
It's the.
outcome for the situation. And I here, you want me to take the blunt of this? You want me to be the mean guy? You want me to put my mean girl cheerleader skirt on? So here we
Go
go.
for it.
I cannot wait to see this happen on camera and be the first to say I told you so.
Oh,
So
the
Mm.
you're
But
shame.
welcome.
yeah, you're right about that. I mean, it's the same thing. Look at the situation with her car. If she don't take care of her car, she don't take care of herself. Her car is about to croak. How long is it gonna be before Chantel does?
Mm.
That's a good representation. I'm sorry, Pepsi. Forgive me. Forgive me, God. I'm gonna go and say a couple of Hail Marys later on, guys. I got my rosary out. Uh I'm just gonna repent for the things that I feel right now. But you're absolutely right, Ginger. I have thought that, you have said that, and now that you've said that, let me be the first to say I, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. There's nothing we can
Uh,
continue to tell you to seek help. There's no amount of internet bullying, internet pressure,
Absolutely not.
super chats.
Mhm.
There's nothing that
Nothing
we can do other than sit back and observe the
and watch it.
situation. And so, as an observer of the situation, I want to see it through to its finality. And if its finality ends up that you stroke out, heart attack out, what out on the stream, that's very tragic. And I wish that you would have sought help and got the treatment that you needed ahead of time. But right now,
I'm going to make a prediction on that as well, Hannibal. I'm
mecca
going
lecca
to
high,
make
mecca hiney ho.
a prediction. This is going to go on for a long time.
Of
Oh
course,
yeah.
it's going to go on for a long
This
time because
is
these
the
health
she's
issues
going
will
to be doing.
drag out.
This is she is not going yet. I know in my heart she's not going yet. And that sounds really bad. That sounds extremely presumptive to say. I'm really sorry about that. But I think this the way she's going on now, it's going to carry on for a long time. She's going to make a lot of money from YouTube. She's not going to lose her channel. She is going to wax and wane with her popularity. And she will one day just go.
She's
You
going to
know
make a
what
lot of
though?
money from YouTube. She's not going to have anything to show for it. Her health is going to
She will.
decline
She
very
will have a
badly.
lifetime of living on YouTube with lots of money. She's never going to go
Yeah,
hungry.
but
She's going to have a
She's
16th
never.
century lifestyle that ends at like very early.
Well,
right. She's
yeah,
not
but
gonna
she's
have
up.
longevity in life. She's not gonna have longevity in
And I
life.
promise you, Ginger, once
I
this Natter
question that.
thing blows
I
over, she's not
question
going to
that.
have any content. So, yeah, she'll have
Has
a
she ever?
show.
Ooh-wee. Is she not
She's
gonna have content?
boring. She's not going to have anything left. She's going to have to go to another S Jam arc, or she's going to have to somehow give
Uh-huh.
Pete's mouth to mouth and revitalize him. And right now, Pete's is going to bite her tongue off.
There will be other S Jams. There will be other Naders. 10 years' time, she'll be doing the same thing.
Over
Ma'am,
It'll
and
just
over.
be a
Okay,
there
different
is
so
flavor.
there is
nothing.
no prediction. There is no 10-year outlook. There is no 10-year prediction going on here. You have given a very optimistic outlook on this type
You
of
think so?
situation with no intervention. Okay. Just seriously, with nobody that's going to come and take over Chantel's life to get her help, to put her on medication. We're not
Andrea,
even going to talk about her
Andrea.
mental state. We're going straight with her physical health. Her mental state is a whole nother aspect that needs to be explored because you probably need to explore that first because that's the only way she's going to get her physical in order is to get her mind in order. And right now, she's everywhere. She's very impulsive. She went from absolutely I'm drowning in sorrow to eating
To
her soul out back to I'm raging in sorrow. And now she's the happiest thing. There's been zero of any kind of what happened last night. There's been no
right
remnants of it as of the time she woke up and got paid.
at
She is
all.
going from hour to hour, not even from day to day. She is
She
moving from
will.
hour
She
to
will.
hour.
Hannibal, and she will continue with that hour to hour, day to day, crappy, shitty lifestyle that none of us here, not one of us here, would ever want.
No.
No, but I
But
don't
it
think
will
that will
go
last
on.
for 10 years.
Do you not think I'm going to give it 10 years?
She's got
I'll
3
give it
years
at least
maximum at most.
Are
I'll
you?
give it at least 10.
Well, are you? Right. Okay. That's
For
cool.
this,
I'm
for
wrong.
this
And when
content
I am,
here,
and if she does go before then, yeah, you can say, Ginger, you talked a lot of crap. It wasn't 10 years. It was 2 or 3 or 6 months, whatever. And or I could quite easily be saying to you in 2035, the fucker's still here.
and you're right. And I'm not gonna be upset if I'm wrong because I don't wish anything bad on her. Let me start there. I don't wish anything bad on her. I
Because
don't wish
think of all
anything
the
bad on
lols we're going to
anybody.
get about
But
it.
I am looking realistically, not through rose-colored lens. I'm just looking realistically, ma'am. You are morbidly obese, and I know people can carry that for years, but these same people that carry that for years also seek regular medical treatment in order to do anything or something or stay on some medic. You're not doing any of that. Plus, you're
Oh,
constantly on a binge. You're constantly on a rage with high blood pressure. You don't know how to maintain your own thoughts, so you go up and down. And with all of this being done, you are stressing, you're overstressing your body to the point that you specifically, without any kind of relaxation, without any kind of zen, you took a 1,000-mile vacation and ended up going on an 8-hour rage. That's not healthy. That's when you go to vacation, you go to get away from the rage, you go to get away, you go to reset your whole entire psyche and come back. Other than that, you have been on nothing, and you wonder why your blood pressure's out of whack, your body chemistry's out of whack. You got this lump on the back of your head that looks Quanto from damn it. I'm talking so I mean everything is going bad. And then I'm telling you, I promise you, car repairs are the number one thing outside of damn it, payday loans that will take you from I'm
Out
comfortable in living
to broke.
to damn it broke in an
Yes,
instant,
'cause that's so
because she
expensive.
has not. And okay, she's got a couple of, but I guess now my question goes to who who gets oil changes on a regular basis that has to get their engine flushed every time?
And
Because I
nobody,
don't.
because I
I
don't
don't.
either.
Talking metaphorically or literally
I
here?
don't either.
I-
Like, you know,
Not
you
me.
you know, like that car should not be in the condition it is,
no, ma'am.
especially if it's a 2016. Come on now, she
And how
should
many
have took
miles it got
more.
on it? Anybody know?
Ooh,
How
I
many
don't
miles
either.
does it
Lord.
have
You
on
know
it?
what though?
I
One
think it's
thing.
like 150 or something. I think that's what she
Oh,
said one time, like 120,
Jesus.
150 kilometers, something along those lines.
Is that
But she,
kilometers translates?
Kilometers, yeah. So it's about how would I say uh trying
Like
to I'm having a hard time.
a hundred.
Yeah, more like 80,000 miles or something like that.
Okay,
okay,
that's not
okay.
bad. That's not bad
Well,
for
you
80,
know,
80,
18.
90, yeah.
It's under
well,
a
you
hundred
know,
thousand miles. Well, it's under. What would be y'all's 100,000 mile mark then? 300 kilometers. I don't. Hey,
um
I'm ignorant. I'm ignorant on
you could just basically
translations.
double the kilometers. You basically double the miles to get kilometers. It's not that exact. It's actually for 1 kilometer is 0.6 miles, but
No.
Okay. Okay.
but you know what? If she was smart when she got the car, she could have gotten like an extended warranty that
If
would have taken care of the major parts. Like, say for instance, if it is her alternator, it would have been covered. She would only have to pay a deductible. I Whenever I get a car, I always either I get
Get
gap
the extended
insurance
warranty.
and
Yep.
you get an extended warranty.
Powertrain
Come
warranty
on now.
extended, all of that.
Yes.
I get all of that. Yeah. So, but I'm telling that I'm one. I'll hit a pothole and I have to take my car in to make sure, because I have a sports
Yeah.
car and I don't want my steering messed up, because you can go so many bad ways. So she's driving around and literally running over medians
Everything.
and
Hitting
hidden
animals.
animals and everything else, and has not taken her car, and has only gotten the oil change and the engine flush.
Poor car.
Why do you need
I
it? No,
know.
poor
Poor,
animals, poor Canadian roads, damn it.
right?
Right.
Poor Canadian roads. Poor Canadian animals. Poor Kia.
Now what I
The kid, that poor
oh
Kia
no,
is
Jamie.
been through hell and back.
Yeah, that poor kid. Look, that kid been through a lot. Okay, that poor
Jeez.
thing.
I mean, the Kia's been through a lot. Her war chair has been through a lot. The carpet's been through a lot. The
Her
bed has
clothes.
been through a lot. What clothes? The clothes that are still alive? The clothes still
Yes.
that she
Her
wears?
underwear. Her underwear's been through the most.
Her underwear are absolute VIP Purple Hearts in this. You know what I'm saying? They are absolute
Not
Look,
Purple
her
heroes.
underwear
Hearts.
is the MVP. And all this because it supports up all that
yeah,
shit.
they've been through World War Throwback
Woo, woo.
Thursday.
Baby, they've been through BV, gonorrhea.
Ah,
Ugh.
Who?
You know what? My
look, they
husband
are
saw her this
foodie.
morning.
It's foodie's underwear. It's foodie's underwear.
My husband saw
They
her on
will
my
last. They will last. I'm sorry, but the girl is gonna last. She really, really is. Don't be thinking she's going anywhere right
so
now.
Ginger, when you
It,
say that, you make me think she's a roach. And I already think she has a
Well,
roach camera crew. That's why her
I
camera
s-
keeps turning. So you're
when
not gonna.
Monty first started his channel, one of the first things I said to him was, Chantal is a roach and she will survive the nuclear winter, which we will all get probably one day. She's going to be there. She's going to be there. She really is. She's not going anywhere. She
Then
is
she will
not
resort to
going
cannibalism
anywhere.
because there will be no one left but her and her kin, and she would have to resort to eating them to maintain at
Of
least
course,
3,000 calories
pulling
per
the rat
day.
face, going hee hee,
What is
all
that
the
Oh
mean?
burnt
gosh.
trees and everything. She's going to be there. She really is. She is not going anywhere. Mark me, and pull me up on that. If anything ever happens, God forbid. But if anything ever happens, say Christina. Oh, sorry, I've just doxed myself there. I am just wrong. So I am. I'm wrong about that. But I really do think she's here for
You
good.
know, I really hope that nothing happens to her. I hope she, can see the light one day and go to the doctor and get herself checked out. I really hope that she can get herself together.
Okay, so
Do
let
you?
me
Do
let
you
me
really?
go off on this wild tangent or this wild imagination real quick. What happens if like Pete's comes up one day with 16 bags of takeout and they're about to eat and she's over there just like passed out with the cartoon X's on her eyes and her tongue hanging out? What is Pete's gonna do?
Not
Is he
the
gonna take his nuggets
cartoon
and an extra sandwich
exes.
and go back to his room, or is he gonna call
Yeah.
for help?
Then he's gonna play with his ponies.
Oh my. Pete's my guy. My dude.
Baby, look, Pete will be up the wall. He'll be up the creek without a paddle. Oh, baby, like, oof.
I think he'll grab an extra sandwich first and then deal with it. Like I never got
No, I
extra
don't
sandwich.
know if
No, he'll grab a
he'll.
Kit Kat.
I don't know if
Right.
he'll get to. I just think
He
he'll
gets the snacks. He gets the fudge sundae, y'all.
look. I don't know so much if he would actually deal with it, more so versus he would probably just be like, "Well, this happened."
Yeah, I got to go make a lot. Well, my roommate just, she's got X's over her eyes and like little stars
But
flying around her
Chantal,
head.
No, he'll put her in the bed and do sleep streams for some time, make some extra
That's
money.
right?
so
Oh my gosh, you know
creepy.
what? Maybe he'll.
Oh God,
Oh,
that's
hang
creepy.
on. Hang on. Do you think Nader is going to get a Twitch stream and start doing sleep streams?
He might, like, he's
But
really
he don't
expanding, isn't
sleep.
he?
He don't
That's
sleep.
true.
Why
Then
would
he'll
he?
call it the wake streams.
That
Please,
man
he's
act
so
like he
damn
on speed.
boring. Please don't do anything ever again. Turn off your YouTube. Watch us. Tell him to subscribe to us and turn his YouTube off.
Oh, no, he's here for the long haul as well.
For
Yeah,
He's not
like,
what?
going
I
to
mean,
give up that
when
point.
you have no job and you've been given an absolute gift of a paycheck, then you're right. I'm not gonna let that go either.
No,
Of
me too.
course not.
But
Absolutely.
what's
Yeah.
gonna happen when Chantel runs out of his content is the question. Because guess what, guy? Guess what, Nader? You're boring as boop. You're just
He going
absolutely I put you
No,
on at the
not as
height when
boring as
I am
food.
so ready to go to sleep and relax because your voice don't understand what you're saying anyway. You talk so fast,
Not as
not even trying to
boring as
enunciate.
you
So
say.
you're just and you're just white noise in the background. So I
Not white
appreciate it.
noise.
Yeah, you're just something to go to sleep to. I appreciate you.
Not something to
Nader.
go to sleep to. You know what's so funny? Speaking of going to sleep to, I actually fell asleep listening to Nader last night.
Oh, see,
But you
there you
know
go.
what
It's
he gonna
not
I
just
keep
me.
doing?
You're
think
better
He
than
gonna
everybody
keep
NyQuil.
did.
I don't
he
even have to
don't
get
Yeah.
like wasted to watch you. Just
Like
go to sleep.
like literally, I was watching that stupid live stream, and I just ended up falling asleep because it lasted for too long. And then when I woke up this morning, I literally just saw like an image of like Natter shirtless, and I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh, I'm
Does
sorry. You got
anybody
to
know
wake up to
if
that.
he actually did over 12 hours or was he just
Yeah,
shy of
it
Yeah,
12?
was
it was
about
over
almost
12
over.
hours, Monty. It was over 12
Okay, so
hours.
YouTube just truncated him then.
Yeah, it was over 12 hours because I was
Okay.
trying my best to keep up and I was able to catch the good parts. Yay.
All
Other
right,
than that, it
cool.
just went downhill.
If anybody doesn't know what I'm talking about, YouTube only saves a 12 hours just about of your stream. So they usually truncate it to 12 hours, but it's not exact. So what they'll do is they'll cut it sometimes a few seconds shy of 12 hours, sometimes a few minutes shy of 12 hours, and they'll just cut a segment out and be like, that's your stream that we're saving, and that's it.
So did he do a 12-hour stream last night? Because I saw it was like
Yeah, he did more
11
than 12
some
hours, is
hours.
what people are saying.
It
Yeah.
was more than 12. Did I
I
have
just want you to know that that possibly is meth right there. When you're up that amount of time to stream, I don't have any. What can I do for 12 hours? Well, I guess I could entertain for 12 hours, but damn it, that's a marathon. I need to be like Jerry Lewis out here collecting money for muscular dystrophy or something. But I mean, 12-hour stream to do what and say what? Because he said nothing.
And then he's slapping with naan bread.
Hey, don't
Wasn't he doing that?
miss the naan bread slap.
also to the person that asked me did I have nightmares. Luckily, I didn't have any nightmares.
You fell asleep
Yes.
too soon before he took his shirt off.
Look, I had the nightmare when I woke up seeing him shirtless. I'm like, ew. That was the night. That was the nightmare.
You probably,
Ugh.
them dreams like Freddy Krueger, and he's just dancing around with his rolling pin in your bedroom and stuff. That's a nightmare.
Right.
And he did that, what was it, 12, 15 hour? He was flying on that, on something. And hey,
Is he on
Nader,
speed?
you cannot kidder, because I've done the same. I have decorated houses. I have whatever you call it, boats and things on that sort of stuff. And you can go for 15 hours.
God, that's an incredible amount of time to have that much energy, though.
Oh, but Hannibal, it's called uppers.
Well, I'm going to tell you, I had an 8-hour experience that I was unfortunately not liking at all. And all I wanted was requesting some sleep. And when sleep was not available to me and everything else started melting, I decided that this is not the lifestyle I wanted to lead. Right. So, yeah, I understand experiences and trying, but I also understand that this is not a lifestyle that I'm going to be able to function on when things.
Yeah, but he comes on here. He comes on this platform thinking people are as dumb as the arseholes that he meets in real life. Because anybody with any substance about their character would not stick around him for a while. So, ergo, Nader is surrounded by arseholes and semi and demi arseholes, whatever you want to call it.
Well, when you smell like...
So when he comes on here and trying to pull off this long stream of being somebody who is up and full of energy and a real fit man with big muscles and everything, and he can do it because he's a real man. It's not. It's because you're on something, Nader. We know it, and it shows. And you cannot kid a kidder, darling Nader. That's all I can say about that.
Yeah.
Oh God, I can't. Whenever he tries to speak French.
Oh, is that French? I thought that. Never mind.
No, there are times where he tries to speak French, and it's just like, ew, gross. You already,
Dre,
you better
be glad you didn't wake up to him gyrating his hips with no shirt on.
Oh hell no, baby! Look, that would have just been a jump scare. Okay, straight on jump. Look, it's been, and plus I was gonna say earlier. Look, like I said, he already butchers the English language. He butchered just Arabic, girl, and now he's sitting out here trying to butcher French. Stop it.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's true, Dre. That is completely true, because people might say to us, "Oh, you're going after somebody who is speaking English as their second language and not doing it very well." No, we can't do it very well, but absolutely 100 million respect to people who do not have English as their first language or any language as their first language and try and speak in something else.
Can I tell you something?
Mumbles in Arabic too.
Can I tell you something? I'm going to give you a little story about me real quick. I was born in New York. At the age of 4, my family went back to their home country, which was Brazil. From 4 through 10, I lived in Brazil. And then from 10 through 13, I lived in Uruguay, which is the other home country. Like, one of my grandparents is from Brazil, the other one's from Uruguay. So I developed a very, very thick accent. That being said, when I came back to the United States when I was 13, I was getting bullied for having a thick accent. So what I did is I practiced my hardest to basically disguise my accent. It can be done, no matter what age you are. Takes a little practice, but it can be done. I'm here to. Sometimes when I get mad, you'll hear it because my accent is actually very New Yorkish, Latina-like. Because why? That's where my grandparents learned how to speak English. So every now and then, normally it's when I get heated that it comes out. But I'm just saying it can be done.
Oh yeah, and that is beautiful. I as a person, as a British person here, I love all accents. I think they're amazing. I love them. I love them when people speak English in every foreign accent. I think it's great. I do not want them to speak British English as an English person because foreign accents are fucking amazing. And I love it in all sorts of ways. I really do. And French, German accents I know.
Ginger, your accent
languages I
is so
know.
beautiful. Your accent, Ginger, is so beautiful.
Well, I think yours is. Me,
Thank you.
I think
Could
I
be.
sound like a squeaky toy.
Now, let me correct myself because we have someone saying, Sunny saying that it's bullshit, very different when you immigrate as a full adult. Okay, sure, we can give that curve. We can give that curve. But a little practice clears it up a little, right? Because even my grandma, being older, she tried her hardest so people would understand her. And I've actually been in the middle of situations where people have told my grandma to get out of the fucking country because of her accent. So I'm not coming for no
Wow,
one's
that's
accent.
terrible.
That's terrible.
Okay?
That is
I'm not
Yeah.
coming for no one's accent. First of all, don't even try that with me because it ain't gonna work.
Can you imagine if we all came on panel and we all had the same robotic accent? How terrible that would be. And if we all
Yeah.
had the same thought, that would be terrible. I absolutely adore our community because there are so many different people with so many different accents and everything. And I for me, my accent is very broad. I've got a very broad accent. I've got different types of. I've got I'm Northern British. I'm Scottish. I am posh. I am all sorts of things. I think it's terrible. You love it. I don't know why. You are insane.
I love
But
all
I
accents. You
love
have
all
a
your different
beautiful
accents.
Me
accent.
too.
Let me throw you another one. My mother-in-law's Korean. Thick accent, but the woman does her best to be understood and you understand every word she says.
Oh, I love it.
Absolutely.
I
Not
love
bad.
it.
Okay.
I love it. And I'm sure everybody in here agrees accents are the bomb and we do
Yes,
not
it
want
is
to
because
change our accents.
I love to meet new people from. I love to meet new people from different countries. Um,
Yes.
that speak different accents and different languages.
I think the reason people aren't receptive to Nader's accent is for the simple fact that when he's raging, when he's
Thank you.
screaming atrocities at people, when he's threatening them, when he's cussing them out, all you hear is the bad words and you don't hear
Yep.
anything else that comes out. And because he has such a violent demeanor, it is unattractive. It is not pleasant to listen to. And it's even more
Right.
difficult because if you're the target of his harassment, at least you want to understand what the hell he's saying to you.
Yeah.
Look, I mean, hell, and even Mo translates and other people who speak Arabic have said he butchers the Arabic language, which he butchers his own native language, which he butchers that. He butchers,
It's
he
Yeah.
it's
butchers
it's
English.
Yeah,
evident
he
that
does
he's a
say.
mumbler. It's
Yeah.
evident that he's a mumbler. He
Yeah, he
might even
literally
have a
butchers
speech
every language.
impediment or
He literally
a
butchers
stutter,
everything.
but
Like,
he's a mumbler.
yeah, he like I said, and I'm not saying this is like oh well, you can't understand him. No, like literally, other Arabic people have said he butchers the Arabic language. So literally, like
I work with
Yeah,
I work
because
with
if you
nationalities of all
that's right.
types
If you
every
were
day.
coming into sorry, Hannibal, if you were coming into Nader as your first foray, should we say, with the Arabic language, you'd be thinking, oh my God, what is this? But it's not. The Arabic language is incredibly beautiful. And he does not do it any justice whatsoever. And when I say he mumbles, yeah, he mumbles. He mumbles in English, he mumbles in French, he mumbles
He
in
mumbles no
Arabic.
matter what language he's speaking in. He
Absolutely.
mumbles.
And what does that tell you? He's not very
He's
bright.
not a
He's just a
very good speaker.
manipulator.
No, he's
It's
very
just it's a
manipulative.
pleasant
These are tricks he's
experience.
learned when he was a kid growing up on the street to survive.
My dad has a thick accent too. And look, it's a pleasant experience to hear people from all over the world speak, right? It's not pleasant when you're
It
being
is, yeah.
screamed at in any accent. When you're being screamed at and you're finger pointing and you're threatening, that's not pleasant, no matter what accent or what part of the world you come from. It just isn't.
Yeah, it's the
I
intent,
agree.
isn't it? It's the intent behind the accent, the little nuances and everything like that. With America, with just talking on here with this, I've learned so much about all the differences with but American and Canadian English, between British English, and I love it. I think it is amazing. I love it. I embrace it, whatever. But when it comes with menaces, I'm sorry, you could be speaking in binary. I don't care.
I think it's just something human, right? Your brain is kind of programmed to not react positively
It may be
to
the
shouting.
cadence of the tone and the
Right.
cadence, because he could possibly be saying some very positive things in the same tone and the same cadence, and we could all be taking it negatively because that's not what we are accustomed to. But I mean, that's neither here nor there. He's just a shitty person, just like Chantel is a shitty person. Pete's is a semi-shitty person, and Dee Dee is a suspiciously shitty person. So that's where we are here.
Not suspiciously shitty.
Yeah, everybody
Yeah.
got their address.
Right.
Dad, I wouldn't even say
Suspiciously
suspiciously.
shitty. That was a good one.
Chad, I might not suspiciously shitty.
Right.
I like that. Suspiciously shitty. I'm going to use that in my real life.
Yeah, I mean, because we don't actually have real proof, but there's a lot of like speculation. Suspicious, right?
That's suspicious.
Yeah.
Still.
Okay, folks. Right. I think we're on 3 hours now of being online.
Yeah, we'll wrap it
What
up
are we
right
going
now.
to take away from this live? Are we all shitty people who just have got our fingers up our own arses that haven't got
Look, can
a
I
view
just
to
say,
save our lives?
Well, damn, that's a
look, I just
summary.
love how like this whole live Ginger's kind of been like the one driving it, being like, okay, guys, let's move on to this top. I'm just like, I love. She's like not the backseat driver, but like, she's like the driver, and then Monty's the main driver, but he's like, nah, Ginger, you take the wheel today, girl.
I'm sorry.
And she takes the
Sorry.
steering wheel, girl.
No, don't apologize. There's nothing to apologize
No, I
for.
don't think it's bad.
No.
No, I think it's cute.
Yeah, it is. It really is. I love it.
Well, I just get so heated about things like this. I love you all. You are all so precious to me. I've not met one person in Monty's community and in the community at large, really, that offends me. Do we agree all the time? No, we don't. Do I want us to agree all the time?
Hell no.
No, I do not want us to agree all the time. I do not want us to sound like each other all the time and speak the same fuck and everything like that. And I love you so much.
Aww, love you back, Natural.
Oh, we love you.
No, honestly,
so
I'm not doing it for
much.
anyone. And even I'd like to apologize to I can't remember your name. I'm so sorry. But I wasn't trying to come at you sideways. I was just explaining my experience. My experience doesn't have to be everyone's. But that being said, I agree with you, Natural. If we all agreed with each other, we would all be robots. This would be a really weird Stepford Wives situation, and it would be very boring as hell. That's part of adulthood, right? To be able to have conversations and agree to disagree.
Uh-huh.
Right.
If we all agree with each other, we all be VIBs.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, we're all different. We're all different skin colors. We're all different cultures. We're all different religions. Everything is great, but there's one common denominator, isn't there?
We all
Mhm.
Foodie
think.
Beauty.
We all think. We all got a mind.
Oh dear.
All right. Well, thank you so much, everybody, for being here and being listening or watching for 3 hours strong. I'm gonna still do DLF today, so catch me for DLF
DLF!
stream. Yeah.
Yay!
So other than that, thumbs this up. Don't forget the GoFundMe for Ray Ray, and I'd like to thank every single person that's on this panel: Dre, Natural Ginger, Erie Pepperoni, Co Connections, Hannibal. We also had Andrea and Perfectly Imperfect. So thank you so much, everybody, and we'll see everybody in a few minutes if you want to hang around for DLF.
Oh yeah, I'll be here for DLF. Thank you, Monty. I appreciate you.
Monty,
All
can
right
I
then.
say something
Thank
before you
you.
go?
Sure.
Monty, I would like to say thank you for allowing me to be on this panel today. I've been having a rough day today because I had to go to infusion. And I promise you, throughout my whole infusion, y'all have kept me sane. And I've been just like, my mood has improved and everything. So thank you
Aw.
so much.
You're welcome.
Oh, I
Prayers
love
to you
you.
today,
You know
Curl.
I
Have a
Y'all
good
love
be
one.
you.
great.
And
See
if
you
you don't
later.
know I love
Oh,
you,
much love,
I'm just going
Curl.
to tell
We
you
love us
again.
some Curl
I love you
connections
all
over
too.
here.
Oh,
All
I
right
love you,
then.
girl.
Take care. Bye
Thanks,
bye, everybody.
I
guys.
love y'all too.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye,
But
everyone.
I'll be there for DLF for sure.
Okay. See ya.
Bye, guys.